live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stone's Whisper. This is our first stream as affiliate, so if anyone has any their Prime subs or bits burning a hole in their pocket, they would be greatly appreciated in this direction, but no stress at all. There will be ads, probably. Can't do much about those, I'm afraid. We need them to keep going. And without any further ado, I'll hand you over to our lovely DM, Kirsty.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Stone's Whisper, and a huge congratulations to Nick on becoming an affiliate. That's pretty exciting.
Thank you. Couldn't do without you.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I've already pre-warned the group. Today's session is going to be a little bit haphazard, so the maps might be not as mappy as they normally are, but I'm frankly throwing things in as we play, so we'll make it work. And let's start off with what happened last week. Shauna, will you please give us our recap?
Yes. Last session we started just outside of the Yuan-Ti settlement temple, discussing kind of how we were going to make our way in. I think Turnip disguised as Yuan-Ti and cast Comprehend Languages. And then we slapped a bunch of sneaky stuff on the group. Our usual infiltration mix of Eva's psychic whispers and Pass Without Trace. And I think we made our way through entirely unseen. We passed a bunch of Yuan-Ti. We passed some people talking about we heard some Yuan-Ti talking about humans that have come through and sacrificing one of the humans to their god, Thaunt 8th. Yeah, but we kind of managed to just sneak our way through past everyone, past everything, until we got to the top.
That, by the way.
Pardon?
Thank you for that, ruining all my carefully planned encounters.
You're welcome. That's what we're here for.
Listen, that's all I'm geared to do is just be sneaky.
You have a trickery cleric and a rogue in the party. Of course, we're going to be sneaky. That is going to be our go-to.
Yeah. So fortunately, we made it to the top, unscathed, unharmed, where we saw Cassandra, our rescuee, bound to a wall. She was there with a bald man in a red robe, and he had tattoos, kind of signifying him as a red wizard. And then a very kind of sneaky kind of guy that it was hard to kind of keep your focus on. But they were all speaking in common, and the snake figure said that Cassandra will make a fine sacrifice, and then once the sacrifice is complete, the portal will be open, and they will be able to move freely between worlds. Also, Dimple's there. I forgot to mention, Dimple is very much there. The little useless gnome. So yes, we snuck our way up almost right next to them, and then dropped silence on the group, and a fight broke out. The Red Wizard, who we discovered was Rage Chaser, was not happy. I think Hal and Turnip just kind of descended on the group, making quick work of kicking some ass. Dimble's eyes seemed to go wide when he saw Hal bringing into question whether he was a doppelganger or the real Dimble. Cora got her first kill. Yeah, she got her first kill that wasn't like an inanimate object or a snake. But I guess not an inanimate object, a very much animated object. And a snake, so she killed her first person. We're so excited. But Cassandra broke free of her bonds and fled the silence. And yeah, I think the group was the three that were there were taken down, or two that were there were taken down just in time for a gigantic snake to emerge from the hole in the top of the temple. This is Thaunt-esque? Unsure, but it was a giant snake that that weird kind of Yuan-Ti seemed really reverent towards. Anyway, yeah, some people got eaten, some people got grappled. We fought a giant snake, but it was defeated. The only other important thing to come out of that fight is that Dimble kept trying to get away, and he couldn't because he's a pathetic piece of shit.
He couldn't climb the wall.
Yeah, he couldn't climb the wall. He was tripped by members of the party. Yeah, he was kind of just not having a good day, but that's on him for siding with Red Wizards. Anyway, yeah, I think so after the fight settled, all very silently, all unnoticed by everyone else there, thank God, Hal kind of grabbed Dimble by the scruff, demanding to know where the real Dimble was, who Dimble then tried to lie his way out of it, and then backpedaled really quickly and admitted that he was the real Dimble, and he was kidnapped and forced into this, but his story kind of went back and forth a bunch, and Hal brought the story to an end by just cold clocking Dimble and knocking him out.
As you do.
Yeah, as one does. That's how I get out of all of my unwanted conversations. I am wanted by the police.
Someone asks you a question you don't like, just out you go.
Just clock them. Yeah, it's my
Sleepy
go-to.
time for
it's
you.
Really problematic. Anyway, yeah, I think Turnip hog-tied Dimble. We went through Rage Chaser's stuff. He didn't really have anything on him besides a spellbook and a casting focus. And we threw him, or Hal hucked him down the snake hole, only for us to realize that his body just sort of vanished before it reasonably should. And we learned that there's a portal down the hole. There's a very brief discussion about should we check out the portal. It was a resounding no from everyone in the group besides Cora and Cassandra. But we believe in democracy, so we left with one last pass without trace on the group as we made our escape. Yeah, I think we left from there. We're on our way out, and we leveled up to 7, and that is that.
Yeah. Awesome. So I will put us here on the Serpent Hills map. Oh, there's Perlavash. Hey, buddy.
Oh yeah, Perlavash was summoned to carry Dimble.
Yes, Perlavash is carrying Dimble and doing his usual thing, spreading joy and glitter wherever he goes.
Excellent.
So it's not a far walk back to the river where you left your boat covered up, sort of hiding it. Cassandra seems to be in fairly decent shape. She's got a few bruises and bumps. She's got a split lip and some bruises on her face and on her arms. But all in all, she seems to be in relatively good spirits, and she seems to, it doesn't seem like she was mistreated so badly. She's able to kind of keep up with the rest of the group as you guys walk. Her clothes are a little bit worse for wear, but that is also to be expected. Dimble, on the other hand, is unconscious the entire time, riding on Perlavash's back. So he doesn't give you any trouble. And you make it quite easily back to the river where you left your boat. Your boat is still there. And
thank God.
Yeah, right? And when you get there, you've sort of got some time to breathe, to take a bit of a rest, or you hop on your boat. I assume the plan is to hop on the boat and head back to Bolo's tent to the city. But and you can kind of long rest your characters. We'll say that's kind of the time on which you level.
Okay.
And as you're traveling, gives you time to kind of like recuperate, talk about what happened, and decide what your plan is from here. Cassandra has some information to provide you, but I also know that I don't know if Hal would maybe talk to Dimble first, or how you guys want to handle that, or if you guys want to discuss as a group what your game plan is.
I think the important discussion we have first is, are we taking the second boat and trying to get double the payout?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Do we want to take? Well, the other boat is. We got the expensive boat, right? That was self-sailing, and they didn't. So someone would have to actually sail that one.
I don't know. I think they mentioned that they got a different kind of boat to us. I don't
is
that
it
being mentioned.
Yeah, I think it was mentioned.
Yeah, it was mentioned that your boat is.
We could tow their boat.
Like auto goes, whereas theirs was a one that they had to actually sail.
Yeah, we could like just fasten their boat to the back of ours and just sort of tow it along, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Why not? Yes, it's free real estate.
Exactly. Yeah.
We can fit more people too.
That's true.
Yeah,
We can put
have-
anyone who wants. Oh, anyone who wants to sleep can go like into the back boat and just like pass out there, so we're not all stepping on each other. And if
How
Dimble
should-
gets annoying, we stick him back there.
Oh, Hal should be on the second boat, just in case he wants to try to sink the main one. Or
You're just
rather,
fine.
so he doesn't sink the main one.
Yeah, he can keep his armor on and sit in that one.
It would just be him sitting in like the exact middle of the boat, trying not
Aw.
to move too much from one side to the other in his armor.
That would be a miserable
Aw.
2-day journey. Holy shit.
Yeah, no. We'll just throw our shit in the back and all sit up here and maybe make Dimble sit in the back.
I don't think Dimble should be out of arm's reach from somebody.
No, I
What's he
agree.
gonna do? Jump into the river and escape?
Yes.
Could try.
I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't jump in this river. He knows what's swimming beneath us.
Dimble ain't exactly smart.
What are you talking about? He's brilliant.
He's conscious and right there. He's like, what the hell? Yeah, do we want to talk to him further? I can zone of truth. I don't have it prepared, but tomorrow I can zone of truth.
I
Yeah, that would
do
work.
think that's probably a good idea, yes.
Oh, beautiful. I love zone of truth.
I suggest we just tow
alright.
the other boat for now. Just keep all of us in this one.
Cool.
No, we
Sounds
have
good.
side by side.
Wouldn't that affect our turning ability? I don't know anything about sailing, so would having
It's
it
a river.
strapped to the side of the boat be a problem?
But is it a big
Ah,
curvy
it's a
river? Or is
river.
it like a straight river? How we're on the Gianta? I don't know.
It's not a
what
ri-
river.
It's not a whitewater. It's not a whitewater river, is it? We're not going through rapids, are
no.
we?
I can
Yeah,
wait.
we're fine.
Do I have
So, the river
control
you
water?
were
Because I can
on-
make this fun.
The river you are on is the what the hell is it called? The Serpent's Tail Stream that turns into the Winding Water. It is a large river. You're sort of on one of its tributaries. That's the Serpent's Tail part, and then when you hit the Winding Water, you're on quite a large river. So we're not talking, an easy hop back and forth to banks. I mean, that massive bridge was actually
Right.
in the river, right? So it's quite a big one, and it travels through the moors at some points. So it's not a super fast moving river. It's pretty sluggish in a lot of places. It maybe picks up a bit when it goes through the Trollclaw Mountains, but you guys aren't going anywhere near that far. So you're in for a pretty lazy river, pleasant journey.
Oh, this would be so nice if there wasn't all of the horrors.
Yeah, we have oars too, so we can always just
That's true.
paddle.
Well, I will the next day. I'll prep control water just in case. And zone of truth. Oh.
It looks to me like Turnip and Hal, you guys are not long rested. Have you leveled out?
Yeah, I just thought we didn't long rest yet. So
Oh, I
was
see.
in the
Okay,
same boat.
cool.
I leveled them up. I just didn't long rest them.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you were.
I hadn't long rested either, but you can't tell because I never get hit.
You never
Yeah,
get hit.
some of us fought a giant snake.
Hey, some of us cast silence and stood in the back.
Yes. So, as I'm happy to kind of say that you guys went ahead and took that long rest.
Okay.
As
All right,
as
thank
you were traveling, got yourselves sort of prepared for the next day. And as you're kind of traveling along the river, Cassandra will fill you in on what she learned. So she tells you that this is even bigger than you all had originally thought. It sounded like at first like this was just a Waterdeep wide issue. But she says from what she's understanding, this is this is much bigger. They seems to be planning some kind of incursion or even full out war to come over and take on the Sword Coast. And this seems to be the first steps in that process. They are slowly damaging governments of the major cities. And you are already aware of how they've been messing with the masked lords in Waterdeep. Well, it seems that that is not the only issue. She tells you that there was a lot of talk about something similar happening at Baldur's Gate. There is plans in place to mess with the government there, she believes, based on what she heard. She doesn't know anything for certain because obviously these are kind of overheard conversations, and quite often she was only hearing one side of the conversation. But Wrath Mordor had very definitely. Did I say Wrath Mordor? Oh my god, that's a throwback to Tyranny of Dragons.
Mhm.
That's a red wizard from Tyranny of Dragons that figures quite prominently, and I don't know why he's.
Haven't played that since you and I.
I know.
Sheesh, time flies.
Yeah, right.
Hmm?
Many years ago now. Anyway, oh my god, I can't. All I can think of is Wrath Mordor. That's the only name that I can.
Rage Chaser?
Rage Chaser. Thank you. Oh my god. Rage Chaser mentioned the name of someone else in Baldur's Gate. Cassandra thinks it might be a good lead to go and investigate. And the name that she heard, I will put it in chat for you because it's one of those weird fantasy names that it's spelt very weirdly. It is Rimzu Makimro. And I don't know
That's a tongue twister.
That is a whole name, yeah. Rimzu Makamura. Okay.
Smash cut to all of us just calling him Rimsey.
Mm.
Oh god, yeah. This guy's getting a nickname immediately.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do something that I should have been doing pretty much every freaking morning or rest, which I forget to do because I never played a warlock before, and I try to hoard my spell slots for no particular reason other than the fact that I'm an idiot.
Mhm.
Ah.
Oh,
So three of us who usually get hit. So me,
yeah.
myself, Hal, and Eva.
Yay.
Each of you will get 5, level 4, 15, I believe.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
That's because it increases your max hit points. It's not just temp hit points.
Oh yeah, maximum and current. Okay. So I'm gonna just make a note of my base hit points because
Yeah, you
that's
can
my
put it in
one.
parentheses if you want. Like I get over the maximum. That's what I'm gonna
Okay.
do.
Yeah. 52. I don't know if that messes with the token thing, but 67.
Shouldn't?
Whether that messes with like the bar, with like the health bars.
It should auto adjust the health bars. In theory, if Roll20 is working.
Yeah, mine works. Funny enough.
Yeah. It's weird because my health bar, like my green circle says 67, but the actual health bar on the token that comes up says 52. Out of 52.
You guys are so beefy.
Oh well.
Yes, I think that. Oh no, your health bar is coming up for me. It might just be a refresh issue. I'm seeing 67 out of 67.
Okay, let me refresh then, see if that changes. Sorry, stream. Eva, oh yeah, 67 out of 67 brackets 52. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So anyway, yes. So she tells you that this uh, this person was speaking with Rage Chaser, and that there seemed to be some kind of plan in Baldur's Gate. It seemed to involve the government there, and she's quite concerned that something similar is going on in Baldur's Gate. So she suggests that that might be something worth investigating. Or obviously, you have lots of leads and things to investigate in Waterdeep as well,
Mm.
depending on where your interests lie. But from what she heard, this has the potential, she says, to be very, very big. This could be not just messing with politics, but this could turn out into an actual invasion, an actual attempt by Fae to take over portions of the Sword Coast. And once they get a foothold here, then we could be in some real trouble.
Yes. Okay, that's great. That's grand.
Sorry, for clarity, what role do we think this Rimzu has in the whole thing?
I couldn't tell exactly. I know
Mhm.
that they were speaking of telling people to do things, so they seem to be someone in power. But I don't know if they are a Red Wizard themselves or simply someone working with the Red Wizards. That I don't know.
And you say it was Rage Chaser was talking to them?
Yes.
Talking to them like they're an equal, like they're subordinate, like they're a superior?
Rage Chaser was talking to her as though she was. It sounded to me like they were equals.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
Maybe Rage
from
Chaser
closer to that
equivalent?
area. It's not a name I know, right?
No, it would not be a name you have heard before.
Okay, just checking that it wasn't like a politician or something.
Hmm. Okay. So maybe she's his opposite number down in Baldur's Gate.
I don't know. We could go find out.
I guess so.
Well, Baldur's Gate is nice-ish.
I've never been, so
Parts of it are quite nice.
Okay.
That's true. Oh, all of you homebodies. I mean, we have to weigh loose ends here, right? I mean, we've dealt with Rage Chaser. We've dealt with, I don't know, some people. But the Depaches are still a problem.
Yeah, and
I don't... Yes,
the counselor that we investigated.
Oh, right. All of a few days ago. Okay. Gods. What the fuck was her name? Cora pulls out her own notebook.
Are you talking about the counselor in
Valera, that's the one.
Valera Callow. Yep.
Yes. Right. Yes, she's a problem, and she knew that.
Sorry,
she knew that Cassandra. Yeah, sorry, I caught my alarm this time. I never do that. So she knows that Cassandra's kidnapped, and so if she checks in on that,
yeah, she was involved in the conspiracy to kidnap you somehow.
Yes. Oh, Cassandra, can you be detected? Can you be scryed upon? Is that, or are you blocked?
I also have a room that shields me.
So our only friend is Dimble. Does anyone happen to have, I don't know, 25 gold worth of diamond dust?
Yes, in my back pocket.
If you do, I can make it so people can't scry on Dimble for a bit. It's expensive for not a permanent spell.
Paul just pipes up. I don't even have 25 gold.
Me neither, honestly. Oh, that's not true. Yes, I do. What the shit? When did I get so much money? I'm retiring right now. So, I mean, we should also see what Dimble knows. Is he laying there like pretending to be asleep this whole time?
Give me an insight check.
Guidance.
Interesting water elementals you have there, not on the DM layer.
Nothing's happening.
That was just a hallucination.
Sure.
A nat
Nothing's
one, but it
coming
is a
for you,
13.
it's fine. 13. Let me do a little Dimble roll. Actually, GM roll this time.
Ooh, saucy.
He seems to be actually out.
Okay. Alright. I mean, so do we want to speak to him and see what he knows? I did prep Pass Without Trace today, so we can make sure he doesn't lie.
You mean zone of truth?
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. All of my spells have long names, okay? You keep them all. I know like 50 spells. You try keeping them straight. It's hard.
I've never known you to keep anything straight.
You're goddamn right. Okay. I do have Zone of Truth and Pass Without Trace for reference.
Yeah.
I always have that.
Well, maybe wait until we're on dry land to do that.
Zone of Truth. Oh, but I want.
Yeah.
Come on, we're trapped in a little boat. He can't run anywhere. We have a little. It'd be so fun. What else are we doing? We're just talking about depressing things. Let's put him in his Zone of Truth and watch him squirm.
I'll tell you what else you're doing. You're fighting some water elementals.
What?
I know. Shock. Horror.
Yeah.
Gas.
Shock.
Oh
Surprise.
gods.
Oh, that's fun.
As you are call me out, I'll bring more on. Just kidding. As you guys are talking about what to do and how to handle things, 3 water elementals appear in the boat, or near the boat, not in the boat. They just rise up from the water as though summoned by something or someone. Cora and Eva, you two see one of those invisible floating eyes. Nope, it's not invisible. You see one of those floating eyes that has popped into existence right before the water elementals appear.
Huh.
It seems to be looking at you, and the water elementals appear, and it sits up there and continues to watch you as this all occurs. The water elementals seem focused on Dimble, and you see them all rush towards the boat and him.
I mean, is that really a loss?
Oh yeah. That is a nat 20 on initiative.
Ooh, nasty. Ooh. 22.
Okay.
What is going on with Dimble here? Oh. Not the only nat 20 in the group.
Oh. For a 20. Wow. That's impressive.
Huh.
Okay.
All right. I'm good to put on the battle music?
Yep, we'll try it.
Okay. We'll try it. I'll try and have something for next week that is better.
Okay.
All right.
So seeing
these 3 creatures rising up from the water.
Seeing them burst out the water, Eva is going to yell to the group, heads up, under attack, and then use her bonus action to use her angelic transformation. For the first time in a while. Choose. Do you want to zoom the token to show people? It's the first time properly seeing it.
Ooh, that's fun.
It's like pretty and scary all at once.
That's the idea. And then she is going up 30 feet. So I will use... Where's the wing one? Wait, a wing. There you go. Put a 3 on there. And then she's going to... Actually, no, she's going up 40 feet because I have more movement than I thought. I've only been playing this character for 20 sessions. I'm sure I know how to play her eventually. Why didn't that not change? Get off. Oh, okay. Okay, and then I'm going to throw a blade at this closest one.
Okay, sounds good. Psychic blade towards the water elemental. An 11 will pass through the water elemental without any damage.
Fun. Okay. That will do for me then. I wanted end the turn. So Eva is 40 feet off the ground.
Awesome. Okay. Cora, you are up next.
Okay, I will. Eva's 40 feet up. Well, fuck, she's out of range. Okay. I will cast Bless on everyone but Eva, I guess. Get fucked.
Wah.
Sorry, you're out of range. It's only 30 feet. So everyone can take Bless. I don't even have Bless on my character sheet because I've never cast it on myself. That's fine. And then I will summon as a bonus action. I'll bring Fake Me onto this back ship, and I will swap places with her. I don't want to be up there. That's
Amazing.
scary. So everyone's got. Actually, I won't bless myself. I will bless Cassandra. So I'll get Hal, Turnip, and Cassandra.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, listen, what the shit am I gonna do? Throw in a fucking sacred flame every now and then? I'm doing my part. There you go.
Okay, this water elemental is going to move over here. It sort of weirdly walks through the water as though walking on the ground. It's a very strange sight to behold. But it obviously doesn't have legs, so it just kind of glides. It moves right over to Dimble and is going to try and whelm him.
Dimple does get a
Oh.
+3 to its save.
Darn it.
There goes initiative.
It's okay.
Hmm.
It's like it's just up top. We can all see it. It's okay.
Yeah, can everyone please add themselves back? I'm so sorry, I clicked that
If
instead
you,
of the dice
I guess,
roll.
right click and add turn.
Yeah, right click add turn. And then
We can't do that
Well-
ourselves. We
Oh.
need you to do that. And then we can correct
Sorry.
our initiatives.
You could just roll initiative again and redo it.
Sorry.
You have dupe Cora in there instead of
Nope.
regular Cora, but I think that's funnier.
Oh, shit.
It worked. You've been tricked.
I'm so
I
sorry,
had
guys. I don't even
27.18.
That's okay.
Please?
Seven.
It won't let me change it.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I will fix it for you. What did you roll?
27.18.
Nope. Cassandra rolled a. Oh, 16. Okay, let's try this again. So Eva has gone, Cora has gone. The water elemental was trying to whelm Dimble, and that was where everything went horribly wrong.
You got whelmed.
I got whelmed. I got overwhelmed. All right, so he's gonna do his strength save here.
He does get a +3 for my aura of protection.
Awesome. With your aura of protection, that protects him, and
Ooh.
he is he manages to stay unwhelmed. He does take a little bit of damage.
He's underwhelmed.
Oh, success, half damage only.
Yep.
How many hit points does Dimble have? Like 2?
Hopefully more than 11.
Hope so.
Honestly, is it so bad if we just go?
I don't think Hal wants him to die.
Speaking of Dimble, I don't know why it's just got zzz turn on there.
Mm.
This game is
He was
awful.
pretending to be asleep, and now he's like, fuck!
Yeah, he wakes up, he's wet, and he is going to disengage. He is going to move behind Hal, and he is going to take the hide action.
I hate to be this guy. Is he untied? Or did we
Oh,
leave him
God,
tied up?
No, he's tied up.
We left him
isn't
tied
he?
up.
No, he's
Yeah.
hogtied.
He can like
He's not
worm
going anywhere.
across the boat.
He's gonna roll. He's gonna disengage and roll over here. I don't think he can get quite behind Hal, and I think that means he probably can't hide. But he's gonna roll
That's
away.
so funny.
Try and roll
and
under
he
the seat or
screams-
something.
Hal, save me! Save me, Hal! Hal, you're up.
Al definitely just has like a big sigh. He grabs him by the collar and he'll move him here. Perfect. And
Awesome.
I will take a step forward and take a couple swings with the greatsword. Actually, let me double check something real quick. I think this is an action to do. No, bonus action. Sweet. Bonus action, shield of faith on myself because I don't have armor on.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Right.
I am at 12 armor now.
Oh my
And
god!
I'm going to swing at the water elemental.
No. Okay, take a swing.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah,
Hoping
that's
that hits.
Oh, nice.
Be 17 damage for that one.
nice.
And 17
That is a hit.
for another 13. And that's Hal's turn.
All right. Cassandra is up. She is going to cast Scorching Ray. How many of these does she get?
3, I think. At least the default level.
Right, okay. So she'll do all 3 at the injured one. Got 1. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Do it again! Oh my god. Okay, damage first. 7. Only 7?
It's 7. So it's
2d6.
2d6 per ray.
Yeah. Yes.
So she gets 3 rays, 2d6 each.
Right, okay. Here we go.
I like the attacking a creature made of water with fire, honestly. I love the energy.
So, thanks to Bless, those will all hit. The damage.
All right.
It's got resistance as he does.
I mean, of course, it's got resistance to fire. It's made of water.
I'm not used to playing like it's an NPC, but I'm not used to like fighting against my own monsters. This is wrong. Absolutely.
I won't stand for it.
All right. Hit points have been corrected. Cassandra's like, why? What? Fire! Oh, this is probably a bad thing. And you realize that like she's probably not been in a lot of combat in her life. Mostly she researches things.
She's a scholar.
Yeah.
Well, then she can come join me in this back boat. It's nice back here.
She might. She might very well do that. Actually, I think she's going to. She runs over here. Oh, she can't jump up.
Can she
She's
Misty Step? Can I help her? Can I stand up and try to pull her over?
Yes, she's going to make a strength athletics check to try and do this, and she'll have advantage because of your help.
Okay.
Oh,
Not great.
Yeah.
that's
so
0. Oh
She
dear.
runs and she jumps and she just like ends up in the drink.
Splish.
Oh, can I grab her arm so she's not like floating away?
Yeah, you can.
It's okay. I'm super strong. I'll be able to pull her into the boat for sure.
Can't go wrong. No
Sure.
The two
no.
-1 cowards back.
There's been some massive incompetence behind you. Would you like to do something that fixes the situation? Are you muted?
Are we good? No. I was waiting for the turn to end. Okay. Let's do this. Try to get all
Ooh,
three.
good one.
All three of these guys.
Now look at all three of them. Yep.
Yep. No need to do a template or anything.
Yeah, we'll just grab all three. What is your spell save DC? 15 is correct.
15. Yep.
It's a wisdom save.
Uh-huh.
They will have a pink dot if they have failed. Sorry, I don't know what the hell happened there. It just, my script just crashed. Let me try that again. Wisdom. 15. 0, half. Pink dot, go. There we go.
Yep.
So nice. 2 of them have failed their save, and 1 has succeeded.
All right. Well, take a step back, and that's my action. That's it. Incapacitate. Skip.
Does it make a
No.
save at the end of its turn?
It's save or suck. That's it. Or you have to take damage, or elementals are smart enough to shake each other out of their stupor.
How intelligent are they? Nope. This one is going to move over here. What's my movement, actually? Hang on. Oh, yeah, it's got loads of swim movement, and then it's gonna use some land movement to get over here, and it is
Oh,
going
dear
to
God.
try and whelm. So both Dimble and who's in there, and oh, that's dupe Cora. So Dimble will make his save again.
There's
Still
a
gets the
reason I
+3.
moved.
It's enough. Thanks again to your spell
Hey.
there, Hal. So he's not whelmed, but he is going to take half damage. What's he doing? Oh, he's still up. He's still doing okay. And that will end the elemental's turn. Eva, you are up.
Okay. Okay. Did
Sorry,
I?
buddy. Don't hit those two. Don't hit the two in the front. Hit this one.
Do I still see the scrying eye floating around?
You sure do. It is watching you.
Eva is going to throw her daggers at the scrying eye.
Cool. Okay, make me an attack.
Okay, so first attack.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Awesome.
You don't need to roll damage. Once you hit, the eye vanishes.
Okay. And then wheel around and throw her second dagger at the active one. So we'll hopefully.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Okay, we're going to deal. That is 26 damage to that one.
Holy smokes, nicely done.
And then she's going to fly like around here.
Nice.
And we'll end my turn. I could probably have got more lift because I just remembered that being close to Hal gave extra movement speed, but it's too late now.
It's also only within like 10 feet, and you're 40
I think
feet
I
up, so
started.
don't think it would
I
help
started the fight within 10 feet of you, so I could have been 50 feet
you.
up.
Yeah, but it's only. Oh yes, yeah, but it's only per turn, so.
That's fine.
I don't think it's going to make a huge difference at this point. They are
No.
not able to reach you. Dupe Cora.
Hey. How's Dimble looking? And do I give a shit? Those are two separate questions. Well,
Dimple's
first,
looking
real
orange-ish.
yeah. Well, first of all, can I try to pull Cassandra into my boat?
Yeah, it'll take you an action unless you're just providing her with some help.
Oh yeah, I'll provide her with help. I'm not gonna listen. It's fine. The river's relaxed-ish. She'll be okay. Probably, maybe.
Yep, so far she's not drowning. We'll see what happens.
Dupe Cora's eyes roll so far back into her head that you swear to God they disappear. And then she's gonna reach into the elemental and cast Cure Wounds on Dimble. Listen here, you little shit. This is for Hal. It's not for you.
Yeah.
And you can have 12 hit points back.
Nice. Yeah, he looks much better after that. He says, "Thank you, Cora." He doesn't seem to realize that it's not real Cora.
Dupe just like dead stares at him.
I was thinking this is where you flip him off.
Oh, for sure. I think that's how the Cure Wounds is touched, so I think she just flipped him off and like booped him in the forehead with it. Yep, I will then I'll help out Cassandra and stay back here where the fighting is not.
Yeah, this guy is stunned, so he just hangs out. Dimble is going to disengage and once again try and crawl away. I'm only going to give him half movement speed here. He's going to get up to the side of the boat. He's practically cowering at this point. He's just like, he's still tied up and he's kind of like half rolling, half like squiggling on the ground like a little worm. It's just trying to just move away from these creatures. And that will end his turn. Hal.
All right, I will move here and take a swing at the not incapacitated water elemental. I think that's going to hit, so I'm also going to use Divine Smite on this. So it'll be 15 slashing and an extra 8 radiant. And I am going to use a thing that I've not used yet, which is my Inspiring Smite. And I will give Dimble 11 temporary hit points.
Oh awesome. Shit, that's cool.
That's really cool. That's going to bring Dimble back up to full.
And then I'll take a second swing.
He says, how did you do that? Dude, that was so cool!
For another 19 slashing.
Waterboard him later.
Alright.
And I'll probably just grunts over his shoulder. I need you alive so I can ask you questions about where Dimble is.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm eating breakfast and I just took a bite right as it was Cassandra's turn.
I've never done that.
Alright, so Cassandra is going to try and swim up onto this boat here. I'm going to give her a strength athletics check to try and do that. Which, as a wizard, is her strong suit.
Oh, clearly, yeah. Clearly so.
You know
what?
Oh,
hell yeah, she's so buff.
She's got desperation strength.
It's because I'm helping her.
It is, totally is. She grabs her hand, she pulls herself in. Don't forget, she's wearing like noble lady clothes.
Aww.
So like, she's wearing like this big long skirt with lots of petticoats and things. Everything's kind of ripped and everything. And so like, it's a pretty big feat to like haul herself out of the water in
Yeah.
that. Pretty heavy. And she's sort of like there's nothing graceful about it. She flops over the boat like a seal, and sort of like drags
Aw.
herself over. And she sits down next to you, Cora, and she's sort of like she's dripping, and she says to you, "Well, I needed a bath."
It must be refreshing. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but get behind me.
As right after I just try and get rid of these nightmares. Can I hit them with?
Not fire would be my suggestion.
I have very little. I'm not really a fighter. I'm more of a scryer and locator of objects.
Now you understand my problem. I'm not really a fighter. I'm more of a little scamp.
Your Honor, she's just a little guy.
I just sort of fuck around.
I cast Ice Storm. It's going to damage your. I've got nothing.
Do you have? You could do like the fire did something. It's better to do half damage than no damage, as they say.
That's true. Firebolt. She's wet, and she says firebolt, and like just the water on her just like immediately puts out the fire that was in her hand.
I see.
And she says some very unladylike words that involve a goat and a dwarf, and ends her turn.
I knew I liked you.
Turnip, you're up.
All right. Swing twice at the elemental next to me. And I'll just do the 2 attacks. Both hit, I assume?
Yep.
Damn.
All right, 26
Good
total.
damage.
Oh my god.
Damn, alright.
Turnip just like tears through these things. Whelmed or under. This one is now going to. I should do my little roll to see if I get it back. I do not. It's going to move up into this space here, which will provoke an opportunity attack from you, Turnip.
Sure. Take a swing.
Nice.
Or 14.
Damn, Turnip.
Hurts. But it is right in front of Dimble. And it is going to strike out with a slam attack. Which is going to hit. For 10 blood.
Hell yeah, get his ass.
But it cannot, unfortunately, give him the prone condition because he's already prone. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be because he's prone, but anyway, doesn't matter. Eva, flying
Okay.
above this mess.
Okay, we're going to throw a blade. 17.
Full hit.
Okay, gonna deal 34 damage.
Damn. That's some good rolls.
Eva manages to find like a vital point in its form and just like breaks the surface tension, and it just like splushes down to the
Awesome.
down to the deck.
Amazing. And with that, you guys have a decent amount of time before these other two are not staring at the pretty patterns that Turnip has made. And you can just sail away if you want, or you can continue the battle if you want.
I think
I
we should
only
probably
left a
sail away.
minute.
I mean, I don't think these are like the invisible stalkers. I don't think they're going to follow us to the ends of the earth. Up to you, though. I'm content back here. You three decide what you want to do.
Al wants to kill them, but Chris says the smart thing is to conserve resources and get the hell down the river.
I think we just sort of be ready for them to come back, but don't provoke.
Okay. Then yeah, Eva will come back to the boat.
You guys say the words of power that make your boat sail and you are able to sail a decent amount away from the water elementals before they are paralyzed by the awe and beauty of the lovely shiny shapes that they're looking at. Once everything is concluded, Cassandra just sort of like sits back in this boat with you, Cora, and she says, "Honestly, I don't know how you folks do this every day. I'm exhausted."
Listen, I don't know how they do it every day. I'm exhausted all the time, and they're just like, let's keep fighting. You're telling me, honestly, preaching to the choir right now.
I think we're doing the right thing by staying back here in the small boat.
We just hunker down. Whatever attacks next might not see us. I'm just gonna like fully lay down, stretch out. You want a snack?
Yeah, I think Cassandra does the same. She just like, it's a warmish day, it's sunny.
Mm-hmm.
She like sort of fans out her skirts to try and like help dry some of this. You know, she wrings some of it out overboard and then fans them out.
Oh, I'll help her out, yeah.
And then just sort of like lays down across the seat and you know, does some sunbathing, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna join her. Just gonna relax in the sun.
Awesome. Eva, you join the ladies.
Yeah, Eva, while she's got the ability to fly, she'll like fly down and like land on the side of the boat and then sit down inside.
Hello, are you joining us?
Yeah, I figured I might as well.
Enjoy the sun. Oh.
Aim all your shininess towards my skirt so that they dry faster.
Actually, if you flap your wings really hard, will they get like a nice breeze going?
Oh, there we go.
I can try.
Wonderful. Now we're talking. I just need someone to feed me grapes, and we're talking.
I was just like peeled off the gambeson that he normally wears, and he's just like wringing it out over the side of the boat.
Wait, sorry, Hal's doing what?
Yeah, he's shirtless up in the front of the boat, just wringing it out over the side.
Alrighty, I'm enjoying the show.
Cassandra opens one eye.
Oh yeah, Cora does the same, where she's like probably pretending to be like reading or something, but is glancing over the top of the book.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're talking.
Meanwhile, Dimble up front is also dripping wet. Also lying down, but that's not by choice. It's because he's still tied up. And he says, Hal, thank you for saving me, buddy.
I don't think Hal responds. He just keeps wringing his shirt out over the side of the boat.
Hal, I swear it's me. It's Dimble. You have to believe me. I got in too deep, man. I got in way too deep. I didn't mean it. You're still my best friend.
Hal just kind of like flips the shirt over his one shoulder and turns and starts like walking towards the back of the boat and says, "Save it for later. We'll discuss this after." And he'll just go stand at like the back.
Yeah, stand right there.
Dimble like kind of like rolls over and just sort of lies there. Hal, you're not looking at him. Turnip, you if you're looking in that direction, you see his shoulders shaking as though he's crying.
I'm looking forward towards the horizon. I'm pretty much the one piloting at the moment, guiding.
Oh yeah, so you would see Dimble at the front there, just kind of silently crying at the front of the bow.
Oh, if only we gave a shit.
If only.
And yeah, you guys spend the rest of the day.
I will send ascending to Dark
Pocket.
The teleport. Yeah, that's the one. I will send ascending to her, because she asked us to. Just saying, hello. We are on our way back. Should be there in a day. Keep an eye out.
She says, "Excellent. Thank you for letting me know. I hate sending. Counting is such a pain. See you soon. Food ready."
Oh, she's sweet. I love her.
The real important question is, how drunk did she sound?
Yeah, was she drunk off her ass?
A little bit.
Hell yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, what else are you going to do in that backwater town while you wait
You're
for
right.
people to get back?
Oh, also, so we're super clear, we need to take a night in that backwater town, and we need to get drunk off our asses, because this has been stupid.
Yep.
In which, what is the plan? Are you guys going to? So you can take another long rest here as you continue traveling down the river. Nothing else happens until you get to Bolo's Tenside Inn. Would you guys like to do anything while you are traveling in the boat, or would you like us to fast forward to Borskier Bridge?
Well,
I
after
have
the
one
long
stupid
rest,
thing I want to do.
well, after the long rest in the morning, I will cast Aid once again on the same 3 people.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
then
Hell
short
yeah.
rest to get my spell slot back.
Sounds good.
So keep your HP as it is.
Mm-hmm.
I have something stupid I want to try.
Great.
Okay, so I don't really. Sometimes I just learn new spells as like the follower of a god. Sometimes I just wake up and she's like, "Here's some more for you to learn." So I want to try one out because I've never, I just suddenly know a spell. I don't fucking know how it works, but I need to know how these works. I want to cast confusion on the group. Just see what happens.
Okay.
Incoming new spell. I'll announce from the back, and I'm just gonna drop confusion and see. Well, I'll give him half a second to protest, and then I'm gonna do it.
But
It
that's
doesn't sound
far
like
if
you're
you
gonna do
didn't, is about all
Alright.
Eva has time to say.
So each creature in a 10-foot radius. Okay, so I'll drop it on the front boat.
Okay.
The important question is where in the front boat? It's bigger than 10 feet.
I don't necessarily give a shit about Dimble. Well, no, Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the two of you, unfortunately.
All right, Turnip and Hal.
Turnip, you
You
get an
making-
extra 3 to whatever you roll.
As do you, I think.
I do, yes.
Yeah.
Figure out
It's
what is it
quite
we're
easy.
rolling?
I'm just curious. I have to learn what my magic does.
It is a wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom.
Oh, fuck. Ooh, alright.
Turnip, do you want to roll as a D10 and see what goes on here? And as
Sure.
always, because this is PvP, Turnip, you get to sort of decide the outcome of this.
I choose my behavior.
Oh, so the spell doesn't work. Fuck.
I mean,
They
I'll,
both just kind of look at each other and look back at you. Your new spell is weak.
I will cast the spell magic on it.
You are still affected by not being able to take bonus actions or reactions, but yeah, you get the rest of the thing yourself.
I will cast the spell magic on it. And I cast a level 4, so it goes away regardless.
Honestly.
I will turn around and say, "Yeah, can we not do that? I'm the one steering the damn boat."
So, it could have been fun.
We could have
Yeah, okay.
crashed.
Okay, Cora, I'm gonna say this once, and please
Yeah.
do not make me angry, because
Ooh.
I'm trying to keep us alive here. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my God, I'm dead. Goddamn children around here.
Sort of fun to get a rise out of him.
I just shake my head like, what the fuck were you doing? Like, we could have beached ourselves.
Nah, we'd have been fine.
I think Eva shares a look with Cassandra, like a long-suffering, like, yeah, I know.
Oh, Cassandra, you're magic-y. I have a question.
Yes, I am magic-y.
Sorry. I have this that we took off of a person who was still alive at the time. And I will pull out the amulet of plane shift. I'm not going to use it, Eva. Don't give me that look. It's not like rigged in any sort of way, right? It's not like if I use it, it's going to take us to some like predetermined place. I just want to make sure that it functions how I think it's going to function.
I mean, she pulls out her hand and says, "May I have a look?"
Yes.
Do an Arcana check.
Ooh. Get it, nerd.
Yes, she's. That's Cassandra. She says, "It is, of course, impossible to determine if an object is cursed, but from what I can see, this is not key to a specific location. It will take you somewhere, most likely to the plane of existence you wish to go on, but this kind of magic is without a specific portal. It's very difficult to focus this kind of magic, and so chances are fairly high that you could end up somewhere else entirely. And even if you do use this to go to a specific plane and get to the specific plane you want, your location may be again, it's just very hard to pinpoint exactly where things are going to go. If you are going to travel, it's much, much better to travel through alternate means, but this will do in a pinch.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like keyed to some sort of predetermined place because we took it from a Depache goon. Okay, well that's fun.
I remember reading somewhere that you can use it to go to somewhere with like a teleportation circle if you've memorized the code for it. Do you have one at yours, Cassandra?
Oh, teleportation circle. You're not allowed teleportation circles within Waterdeep.
No. Well, that sucks.
I'm sure there are some that are hidden away, but I don't have one. But maybe that's something we could consider installing.
Mm-hmm.
Might
Because
be
that would
nice.
at least give us an easy way to get back if we have to use it in an emergency.
Listen, in an emergency, we're going on a field trip.
Yeah, and by an emergency, I do, of course, substitute the word Cora into that sentence.
You think I would be reckless with my magic?
Yes, I have met you.
Listen,
Al pipes up from the front boat and goes, maybe we should just let Cassandra hold on to that, in case she gets
absolutely
kidnapped
not.
again.
What if I get kidnapped? I want this.
I'm with you. You won't get kidnapped.
No. If it's all the same, I'm going to keep it anyway because I think we can go on a field trip at some point. Thank you.
All right, and with that, you guys arrive once again at the.
Oh, did we want a Zone of Truth Dimble? Sorry, before we get back.
Put on dry land.
I thought you guys were going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys head back to Borskier Bridge. You make it without any further ado, and arrive. Once again, just to make the picture match, you arrive once again as the sun is setting. The bridge is visible for several miles before you actually arrive, and when you get there, you've got this beautiful orange and red sunset. You pull in at the dock where you had received your boat from and find Bolo, who comes out to greet you. And she is thrilled that you brought back. Oh, you brought back my other boat as well. Excellent. Thank you so much. Oh, and it's not so worse for wear. Well, I'll have to give you a little bonus for this. So in addition to getting your money back, I think we said everything but 10 GP goes back, or everything but I forget how much.
It was
10 GP for the
to
boat.
buy the boat.
Yeah.
Right.
And then like minus a number of silver per day. I can't remember exactly how much.
I think it was
is
5
what we got
silver
back.
a day.
So you know what? She'll just give you the boat for free. So she'll just give you your 10 GP, your 10 GP back.
Yeah. I can't remember who paid for it originally.
I think Hal.
Hal did
All right.
pay for it, yes.
Then yeah, you get your 10. Take back your 10.
I have exactly 25 GP now, guys. It's good.
Ooh, wealthy.
Talking about that, actually, while we were traveling, Eva would have given each of the party 10 gold out of the 40 that we took from Rage Chase's belongings.
Oh, thank you. I'm wealthy.
It's the wealthiest Hal has ever been.
Probably. I have 81 gold, which is an insane amount of money for like a normal person.
I've broken 100. Let's go.
Oh shit! All right, so you're buying drinks tonight. Good to know.
Speaking of which, I think Bolo will, in addition, it's not very much, like just 5 silver for returning a boat. So in addition to the boat, she will provide you guys with rooms for the night. You'll have to pay for your own food and drink, but she'll give you guys free rooms for the night, which means that you've got a private place to cast some Zone of Truth spells if you so wish, or you can do that kind of away from the general populace. But you got somewhere to stay and rest up.
What is Bolo's overall reaction to Hal just carrying Dimble like hogtied? He's just carrying him like a suitcase.
Honestly, she doesn't really blink.
Love that for her.
Bolo's this Borskir Bridge is shifty, to say the least.
My kind of place.
There's a lot of caravans that come through here, and a lot of the caravans are doing illegal things. So seeing someone tied up is not out of the norm, either because that person has tried to attack a caravan and been caught and is going to be brought to justice, or because that person is being kidnapped for whatever reason.
I mean, yeah, Cassandra passed through here, so.
Yeah, exactly, right? Basically, the people here tend not to ask questions, and it's one of those things that they just kind of look away. And so Hal carrying Dimble isn't really, there's not a big fuss made of it. Some people see it and kind of like, like they look at you and then they like glance away like quickly as if like don't want to be involved, don't want nothing to do with that. But that's about the extent of it.
Good, that's kind of the reaction I was hoping for. They won't have to explain things.
Makes it easy, right?
All right, are we going to a private room?
Yes.
Walking around in Waterdeep like that might be a bit different, but not here.
Well,
yeah,
so
we can work that
do.
out.
So Bolo's penciled in. Let me actually DM and describe what you're going to.
Is the party still going on here?
Yeah, pretty much. The party never stops. It
Excellent.
is again. It sort of picks up in the evening and then dies down in the morning. But there's always people here. There's always caravans passing through, and because of where it is, it's always sort of like a big stop on a caravan route. It's just a chance to stay somewhere that isn't in their own tents. It's a chance to get some fresh food, some fresh water. It's a chance to restock, and more importantly, a chance just to kick back and relax, which is what most of the people here are doing. There's a lot of drink that's flowing freely, a lot of pretty delicious food that's going around. Anyone with any kind of, so Cora and Eva, and maybe Turnip as well, because Turnip's pretty perceptive. There's a lot of like sort of backroom deals that go on here as well. You do see a lot of trades being made, some illegal goods that are getting handed off here, and that kind of thing. It's done fairly subtly, but it is done out in the open. But people are still sort of discreet about it.
Do I?
So Eva,
sorry, go on.
go ahead.
I was going to say, do I hear a lot of thieves' camp being being? Do I hear a lot of thieves' camp being exchanged?
A decent amount, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Eva will like very quietly point out stuff that she recognizes to other people, just as kind of a look at this. This is fun.
Polo seems quite fluent in thieves' cant as well. She hopped in on more than one conversation.
Fair enough.
All right, should we go interrogate? And then we're partying,
Yes.
but we'll interrogate first.
Yep, I think that's a good idea. We do have the anti-magic cuffs we could put on him as well, just to as a extra insurance policy if you really wanted to.
Can he do any magic? Hal, Dimble,
I
can he do
mean,
magic?
they're still handcuffs, even if it doesn't prevent his any magic.
Too right you are.
A doppelganger's capable of anything, really, in my book, so I think it's a safe guess.
I'm gonna whisper to Eva. How do we think this is gonna go when he finds out it's not a doppelganger?
Badly.
Do you think he's gonna kill him?
One way to find out.
Oh. All right, let's go interrogate.
Yeah.
All right, so you go into one of the back rooms. It's pretty small, but it's large enough for your purposes. And Cora, you began casting your Zone of Truth spell. Do you want to tell us what that looks like?
Yeah, so I'm gonna sit down in front of Dimble. I'm gonna say, if you resist, that will be taken as a sign of your guilt. So give in, tell the truth, all will be well. Sorry, my character sheet closed. And I will cast Zone of Truth. And much like Pearl of Ash is still here, the room's just gonna kind of start swirling with this little like golden glitter that settles over everyone.
I will unfortunately ruin your day and say Pearl of Ash is not here because he couldn't ride in the boat
I'm just
with
like,
us.
a la Pearl of Ash, you know, I'm channeling his energy.
Oh, okay.
My day is always ruined when Pearl of Ash is not there. So I'll take a charisma save from everybody. Don't resist, it'll be fun. If you resist, Dimble, we'll take it as a sign of guilt.
Did you say from everyone?
Yes, everyone's in the zone, and be honest. It's fun. You can try to resist, but it's no fun. Oh. No fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay outside then.
Oh. It forces you to tell the truth. It just, you can't tell a lie. God, you're also shady. I succeed too, it's fine. Eva has to tell the truth.
Dimble,
So I feel like the glitter falls off of everyone who passes, but remains on Eva and Dimble.
It does not stay on Dimble.
Dimble, you little shit! I told you not to resist.
He says, I'm not doing it on purpose.
Choose to fail. Just if you feel the magic, just give in.
Okay.
Motherfucker, do I have to cast this again?
I think you might.
Gods!
Well, you don't have to cast it again, so every time he starts a turn there, he has to re-roll.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's cool. I think that must be new. Okay. Well, the next time you feel it sorry, Turnip, flowing over you, just embrace it. It's not going to hurt you. It's just the truth.
Okay.
That means everyone has to redo it except for Eva, because she's glittery.
Dimble, you can see him trying to fight it. You can feel him trying to fight it, but he gets coated in glitter this time.
Yes. Oh, and so does Hal. Just for funsies, I'm going to fail the save too. I'll just choose to fail it.
All right. Keeping in mind again, guys, because this is technically falls into PvP category, you do get to choose if you succeed or fail, unless you are interested in rolling. Because I don't ever force people to have their characters, you can always you can also don't forget that you just can't tell a lie in this room. That doesn't
you
mean
can choose
have
to be
know the
evasive.
full truth.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything.
I'm not going to answer. So it doesn't force you to speak your truths. And Turnip, if you are choosing to stand outside of the circle, that is absolutely fine. You can still overhear the conversation and be part of it. You're just stepping outside of it.
Dimble doesn't concern me. That's kind of their thing. Well, that's Hal's thing, so I'm not going to intrude on it regardless. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you step outside, maybe just keep an eye on things, make sure they're not interrupted while the spell is being cast.
Yep, I'll quietly mutter to myself, inaudibly.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a room full of people covered in glitter.
Now
Sounds like
this
a
is
good day this
my
morning.
kind of party.
Dimple says, "Can you please untie me? This is really uncomfortable." And you know that's true.
I defer to Hal on everything involving Dimple. This is his.
If it wasn't for
Sorry, I
Hal, I
think
would
the
have killed
dog's-
you already.
I think the dog's done barking. So, yeah, I mean, Hal will cut the. Actually, he'll just undo the ropes, but he'll throw the anti-magic cuffs on him.
Okay. The anti-magic cuffs go on him.
And he'll just look expectantly at like Cora and Eva because he doesn't know what questions to ask, other than
Okay.
where is Dimble.
So, first question: you are very definitely the Dimble that we know, correct?
Yes, I'm Dimple.
You are the Dimple that's been Hal's friend for a long time?
Yes, and I'm still his friend.
I think
means that.
he will be deciding the other half of that.
Hal, I'm sorry.
How long have you been working for the other side?
I don't know. Just
When did they first approach you?
I'm not. I don't really know.
Oh,
I've
roughly.
Hal's always been. He's been the person that he's so big and strong and popular and so he was always the one that people would always approach me and be like, "Hey, can you introduce me to Hal? Hey, can you introduce me to Hal's dad? I would like an autograph." And it made me feel important to be around them. And so I'm not exactly sure when they first approached me because I'm not exactly sure who they were. But I just got in deeper and deeper. They were asking me for more and more stuff until they wanted to know where you were going and who you were with and then I
When
had
was
to
the first time someone approached you for something other than an autograph or a meeting?
shield meet
Hmm.
Before or after the gargoyle attack?
before.
And what did they approach you for?
They just wanted to know if Hal was gonna be away and his dad was gonna be alone.
At shield meet.
Well, they
Yeah.
probably wanted to start targeting your father then. Right, they knew who he was.
And what did they use for leverage on you? You say you were in deep,
First,
but okay.
they didn't ask me for anything at first. They just asked me questions and I answered because I could.
If someone comes up and says, "Hey, is this man going to be alone at this specific time?" and you don't think that's weird,
That's not how they phrased it. They said, "Hey, where's Hal gonna be at Shield Meet? Can you set up a meeting?" And I was like, "Well, he's gonna be here doing this. I'm gonna be with him. Let's all meet up and go for a drink." And I know now they were probably trying to get Hal's dad alone, but I didn't at the time. I didn't know I was betraying you, Hal. I didn't know.
And
At some point, you must have known. When did
yeah,
you know?
when did you first twig that?
When they asked me where Hal was going when you were going to Miss Cassandra's all the time.
How did you know about Cassandra's? Were you tailing Hal?
Yeah, I followed you one day. I just wanted to see where you were going, Hal. You had new friends and you weren't inviting me anymore, and I just wanted to see what you were doing, and I just thought maybe it was something cool that I could do too.
You didn't think
The
asking was a normal thing to do?
the funny thing is, had you been around when we fought the gargoyles, and had you at least tried to help, you probably would have been involved.
I did try. I'm not very good at anything. Hal and his dad are strong and smart and
Well,
long. And
you don't have to be good at the same things as other people to be good at something.
No, but I'm not good at anything.
Oh, Christ, not with that attitude.
I mean, it sounds heartless, but you fucking betrayed us pretty damn well.
And you are misremembering. I did invite you. I asked you if you wanted to come, and you said you were better off to stay back and protect my father.
Ooh.
That was when they told me to stay because they needed me to let them into your dad's house.
Oh, fuck.
Did they always appear differently, or what did they look like? Where did you meet?
How did they contact you?
It's different people. I don't know if they were actually different people or if they just looked different. They're all wizards. They were all twisty, changey people. Sometimes they'd send me notes. They said that they would tell you that I was betraying you if I didn't betray you more, and so I had to keep going, otherwise you would know, and then we wouldn't be best friends anymore, and I'm your best friend.
We'd still be best friends if you'd come to me for help.
What would you say, Hal?
Hal just says, we'd still have been best friends if you'd come to me for help.
Afraid you'd hate me.
You're not the first person to ever make a mistake, but hiding it is much worse.
No. I'll do anything to make it right. I'll fight them. I'll jump down that hole with that snake. Whatever it takes.
Hal turns to look to Cassandra and just says, is there a way we can use him as bait?
She thinks a moment. And she says, They know we've captured him, clearly. They sent the water elementals after him.
Yeah, I think that was them cutting their losses.
But that also must mean... I mean, I don't know. Dimble, I think you probably know more information than you think you do. We just gotta get it out.
Cassandra nods and says, I agree. They wouldn't have sent water elementals after him if...
Yeah, if they really didn't care if you lived or died, then they wouldn't have sent it. But they wanted you dead, which means you know something.
You got your wish, Dimble. You're important.
Damn, that was ice cold. Oh, did Cassandra fail the Zone of Truth? This is important.
Yes, she did. She actually chose to.
Good, I love her. So, Dimble, why don't you really take some time and think and concentrate on every little last bit of information that you could squeeze out of any of your interactions you had with them, because something in that head of yours is useful, and we would like it.
And suddenly his eyes light up, and he says, I think I might know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
when they were talking one night. This was when we had Miss Cassandra tied up and we were going to the snake place. They were talking to someone in the fire. And I saw where that person was. And they had people there, like they were using the way they were talking, it was like they were using another plane to store an army so that they could bring people to here.
Oh shit.
Maybe that's why.
That tracks. They wanted to sacrifice Cassandra to open a portal
Yeah.
so that people could move freely. That also explains why they've been opening up portals, summon all sorts of creatures, and why What's-His-Face had an amulet of the plains on him.
And if Dimble has seen the other side, then we have someone we can use for a teleport spell.
Looks like we're getting our field trip.
Would this be enough evidence to bring to the Lord of Waterdeep to mobilize some sort of defense for the city?
I believe it's time we spoke with Lady Silverhand.
Oh,
I have
Fancy.
Rage Chaser's notes, so they will be probably quite handy.
I have been quite literally writing down everything we have done.
I definitely
So,
think it's time for us to bring this to Lady Silverhand. We know at least that she, if not the rest of the council, is still who she says she is.
fuck yes. I mean, sorry, Turnip. Hell yes. Hell, Turnip. Do you consider hell's bad? Can I say hell? He's not speaking. I'm taking that as a yes.
Yeah, Turnip's fun.
Huh?
Do you
I'll
consider
say-
hells to be a swear word, or is that one a free pass? Can I say that one?
I wasn't really paying attention. Like, I don't really.
Okay. Well, then I reinstate my fuck yes.
Are y'all done yet? I want to get to bed.
You're going to bed? This is a party place. We just learned that
I'm not much of
the
a party
entire Silver
guy.
Coast is in danger. We're fucked. Everything's fucked. It's time to party.
I'm not really a party guy, but y'all go on ahead, and for that matter, Cora stops casting spells on us. First it was the hole, then it was the damn thing with the boat, trying to ram it into a rock, and now this.
I told everyone I was going to cast it.
You
So
didn't
did the
tell us on the
group
boat?
No, that one was my bad. Well, that's fair. I concede that one. But this one was a group effort.
All right, we finished. Are we gonna punish him or
Oh.
I think
just
Hal
no?
just turns to him
You said
and says,
justice? Yeah. Is he gonna face justice?
well, he'll face the Lord of Waterdeep and maybe have a chance to earn a pardon. And Hal just walks out of the room.
No.
Okay.
All right, bedtime.
Bedtime. Dimble does not have a good night. For those of you that are around him, you can hear him sobbing silently for most of the night.
I cast silence.
I cast silence.
Shut up.
And some of you go to bed immediately, get a good night's rest, and wake up feeling refreshed. Others of you go out, have a few drinks, and wake up feeling not quite so refreshed.
Yeah, Eva would go and drink. She has a few things she wants to drink to forget. So.
Oh boy, like dying 4 days ago?
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah.
That too.
Yes, I am going to indulge because what is the end of the world for if not partying?
All right.
I think Hal
Cassandra
runs
heads to bed
laps
early.
of Yeah,
So go
Hal
ahead.
just runs laps at the camp for like 2 hours and then goes right to bed.
No. I'm gonna need to get a degree in therapy after this.
And so once again, if anyone needs to go ahead and long rest characters, I know we haven't done. I don't think we've expended many resources here. And when we wake up in the morning, I guess we'll take our break. But I would just like to know, what is your plan? So you can go back to Waterdeep and speak with Lady Lyriel Silverhand. You have a lead on a new plane to go travel to, or you can head to Baldur's Gate and speak with them and find out what's going on there. Or you can obviously do something else. So what maps should I prepare?
I feel like go back to Waterdeep, and then talk to Lady Silverhand and work out what to do from there.
Yes, I agree.
I also agree. Partially because Hal only really cares about Waterdeep. He's never been to Baldur's Gate, so he's like, oh, whatever. They got their own problems.
Yep.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
So let's take our break now. We're breaking a little bit later than usual, so we'll take 10
Okay.
here, and we will meet
Okay.
back. Pick up with heading towards Waterdeep and speaking with Lady Silverhand.
All
Okay.
right.
See you in
Sounds
10.
bueno.
welcome back to the Stone's Whisper. Our group has just interrogated Dimble at Bolo's Tentside Inn and has then decided to return back to Waterdeep to talk to Lady Lyriel Silverhand about what they have discovered. So you guys make it back to Waterdeep without any issues along the way. So I've just brought us back here to the Waterdeep map. And I don't know, do you go straight to Lady Silverhand? Is there something that you guys want to do in town first? What is your plan when you arrive? I will say, by the way, state of the city, there's still the odd portal popping up here and there, but you are not seeing anything at this time that is unusual based on recent current events.
The first thing Hal does is he turns to Dora Dark Pocket and goes, "Oh, can I get that brush back from you?"
Smart.
Because didn't she have the brush
Cassandra's
to
brush,
scry
yeah.
on Cassandra?
Oh no, that was
Oh no, that was the old
Belfry.
lady. So who's Cassandra's brush? Somebody's got to return it to Cassandra. It's gonna be weird when she goes looking for it.
I think she only took it temporarily. I think we have it still.
Yeah. So which one of us has it?
Oh,
Give it
probably
back.
me. Oh yeah, Cassandra, we took some of your stuff to try to find you. Here's your hairbrush.
She says, oh, thank you. Scrying spell, I assume. Very smart. I knew you'd come for me.
Oh yeah, and thanks for leaving that trail. That was helpful. Smart.
When she says that, Hal just kind of looks, side-eyes Dimble and goes, "Yes, well, we always come back for our friends."
Oof.
Oh.
Oh, Hal.
Dimble just kind of like hangs his head.
Cora adds this to a mental note of conversations to have with party members before bed.
Yeah, so I guess Cassandra is ready to go back home unless you guys object to her going there.
We should maybe walk her back just to make sure that the house is not. Oh,
Yeah.
We're not meeting with
Miss Sandra.
Lyriel Silverhand without her, so.
It's true. Also, Cassandra, don't you worry. Tucker held down the fort. He did such a good job. He made sure everything was safe. He looked after your place. He was really worried about you. He helped us out in finding you.
Do be cautious of bear traps.
Do be cautious of bear traps.
Right. Tucker's very sweet. It's very, very grateful to have someone like him in my life. Go ahead, roll an insight check.
Would it be too obvious to cast guidance? That'd be so fun. I will not for now. Fuck.
She hides it well. She sort of talks about Tucker, and she seems like she's talking about a friend who's been very kind to her recently.
Anyway, yes. So, but we would like you to come speak to Silverhand with us. You've kind of got a little bit more authority than a bunch of. Cora opens her mouth to say a word, looks at Turnip. People that don't really have any authority.
Of course, I should have thought of that. My apologies. My head isn't on straight. Let me get changed, and I will. We'll all head there together.
Oh, we'll go with you.
Yeah.
You guys head to Lady Silverhand's quickly. Not Lady Silverhand. You head to Cassandra's house quite quickly, and she, gets out of her stinky clothes, does something with her hair, and it gets ready to meet the open.
Did she reunite with Tucker?
Yeah, Tucker is there. They smile at one another, and she thanks him for his for everything that he's done. She sort of, he goes around, he shows her some of the repairs he's made and the changes he's made, and she quite happily walks around with him and thanks him and says, "Oh, you must don't forget to tell me how much I owe you, and we'll make sure that you get paid," and that kind of thing. So it seems like a professional relationship.
Ugh.
Did we meet the only wizard in Waterdeep that doesn't know prestidigitation?
She does not know prestidigitation. It is not on her spell list.
My
God,
goodness.
that's so funny.
1 in a million
Wow.
chance.
She has a bunch of the most useless spells.
She's a nerd. She's not an adventurer.
She is. I gave her stuff and I mean, she's partly a NPC block, and then I adjusted her spell slightly. And and I gave her stuff that I thought would be helpful to you as a party.
Appreciate it.
Which is not necessarily things that are good in combat. You got.
I
You got
mean, that makes.
talent
Why
for
would
that.
everyone be geared for combat all the time? That's kind of how like I've been trying to prep Cora's spells. It's like, listen, this is someone who's not geared for fighting. Why would she have fucking inflict wounds ready? That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, Cassandra, like I said, she gets herself cleaned up and ready. I presume you guys also clean yourselves up a little bit, get yourselves ready to meet Lady Silverhand.
Yes.
Alrighty. Cassandra also she immediately sends word that she would like to speak with the Blackstaff or the Open Lord, I guess as she is at this time. I don't know if she's still the Blackstaff. Something I'll have to think about.
There's like too many hats to wear.
It does feel like a lot of hats, doesn't it? And so she, permission granted, all those kinds of things, and you guys head off to Pygerian Palace, which is where the Mass Lord and the Open Lords make their kind of have their council. And so Lady Silverhand has a large office in it. You'll have to forgive me, this is a little bit steampunky because this is actually a sitting room I use for my Eberron game. But like I said, I didn't have pictures prepared, so it kind of looks, I don't think it's too bad for Pygerian Palace. It's still kind of got the bright
No, I think it's good.
But the idea here is really big, opulent room, lots of books, lots of glass looking down on the city of Waterdeep, and quite a grand place. When you arrive at Pygerian's palace, you are immediately, via Lady Cassandra's authority, admitted into the palace and taken to this large room to sort of sit and wait. There is an endless decanter of cold water that sits on the table, and there are serving guests that come around serving staff that come around to make sure that all your needs are met.
I think on our way there, and as like we first get in, Powell's just trying to like learn from Cassandra, what's the proper way to greet the Lord of Waterdeep? Do we bow? Do we just shake hands? What are we doing? And he's getting like a full rundown on proper etiquette.
Cassandra is exactly the right person to ask for that. She says a sort of a low bow is appropriate. She is the authority of the city, but she's not a queen or anything like that, so anything extravagant would be inappropriate. She, basic sort of manners, stand when she enters the room, wait to sit until she sits, and address her as ma'am, m'lady, or Lady Silverhand.
He does his best to remember all of that. No promises, but he does his best.
So before we do that, what are you guys doing with Dimble in the meantime?
I assume we brought him with us.
Yes, I mean, he has a lot of intel.
How long is he handcuffed?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but I want those handcuffs back when we're done.
All right, so
they're the anti-magic ones, right?
Yeah,
they are the anti-magic ones. Yes.
Okay, I need those back.
So you arrive in the sitting room, as I've described, and you do not wait long at all. She does not keep you waiting before Lady Silverhand appears. There's something about her. She's a fairly slender, fairly small woman. She's not very imposing at all. She looks almost elvish or half elvish, but she has the rounded ears of a human. But there's something about her that she sort of fills a room with her presence when she enters. She just sort of has that aura about her. Anyone with any kind of arcane connection, walking into a room with this woman it's overwhelming, the magic that just sort of like swirls around her. She is an extremely powerful mage, and not all of it is learned. Some of it is innate, and her magic is it's extremely powerful, and it's a little overwhelming, to be honest. And so those of you with that arcane sense, you would just sense this about her, and her presence would be kind of like, let's just say she's not like even sneaking into a room, you'd be aware of this magical aura. Like it's a lot.
Cool.
Powerful
Very cool.
mage wearing all too much red.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
She is wearing a lot of red.
Uh-oh. Listen, if Lady Silverhand decided with the Fae, we should just leave. We'll call it a... Well, you guys... I hear Cheltenham this time of year.
It's their city
She
now.
just walks in. Ah, Dimble. Well done. Uh-oh.
I cast Nation.
And so when she comes in, Lady Cassandra curtsies, and
We'll follow suit.
okay,
Eva bows.
Eva bows.
Hal
do you
looks
remember
at
to
them and remembers to bow.
Aww.
I'm curious, Turnip, do you use the social niceties? Is that something that Turnip would be aware of?
I would look. I mean, I'll look to the rest of the group, and I'll bow too, following their example.
Cool. Okay. She gives you all a nod and introduces herself to you and shakes each of your hands. She's got like a warm, firm grip. It's a pleasant handshake. And then she sits down in a chair and says, "Please have a seat. I understand you have some important information to share with me. Lady Cassandra, it's not often that you come to me with issues, so I was sure to make time immediately." And Cassandra says, "Milady, we have discovered some very unsettling news about the troubles that the city has recently been experiencing." And she sort of like turns to the rest of you and says, "I think perhaps my friends here can explain more thoroughly than I can." And you guys can either roleplay this out with me, or you're welcome to sort of give me an overview of what you tell her, whichever you would prefer.
Who's doing the talking?
I can say some stuff if you want.
Taggart.
Okay. Hi, my name's Eva. I working with these guys for better or worse. Since Shield Meet, when the gargoyles attacked, and I think probably quite a bit before, there's been a concerted effort to weaken this city from kind of two-pronged, inside and out. We have good reason to believe that there are elements from within the city working with wizards from Thay to pave the way for something major they're planning.
When you say wizards from Thay, her eyes kind of like snap up to yours, and she says, "Your intelligence confirms some that we have received ourselves about this. We have also been investigating the gargoyles' attack, and we have come up with some very disturbing possibilities." What do you know of this Thayan connection?
So the Lady Cassandra here was kidnapped by a Thayan wizard. We have reason to believe that he was coordinating the attacks on the city, down to like making sure the portals got opened.
Sending invisible stalkers after people of import as well.
As well as us.
We know that a number of very notable. Cora's like unsure how much she's supposed to know about masked lords.
We have reason to believe that the masked lord that was killed a few weeks back, like a week ago, was killed by an invisible stalker that he summoned.
Lady Silverhand, when you say invisible stalker, it's like a light bulb goes off and she says, "Of course, an invisible stalker. That makes a lot of sense."
they seem to be able to summon them rapidly. We faced a number of them ourselves and like back to back, so I think it clearly very powerful mages would react if it was Thayans.
They were importing an awful lot of spell components via, and I can't remember what the name of the family was, but they the ones that we intercepted at the docks. I'll relay that story.
Okay.
Or pulls out her notes looking for names.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Like I as DM know, and your characters would know. I get that it's a long time between sessions, and it's fantasy names, so God help us all.
Yeah, we also have pretty good reason to suspect that the Depache family are up to their eyebrows in this. They have very much done his bidding.
There's also a very good chance that one or more of the Mask Lords have been replaced.
Or compromised.
You are confirming some of my worst suspicions. This is very disturbing.
I'm afraid to tell you that it's probably going to get worse, because while our lady here was kidnapped, she was witness to communication between our Red Wizard that we killed and his opposite number in Baldur's Gate, who is probably doing roughly the same thing there. Except the one in Baldur's Gate isn't dead.
Right. Lady Silverhand stands up and says, "This has been extremely useful information. Thank you."
Above table, real quick, does the Open Lord have veto power over the Masked Lords?
The Open Lord merely speaks. The Open Lord is basically the mouthpiece for the council. The Open Lord is kind of the head of the council in a lot of ways, but does not have veto power.
Al will just, as he stands up, when she stands up, he says, we suspect they're attempting to undermine the value of Force Grey, and we suspect they may be afraid that Force Grey will be employed again by the city, so perhaps we should attempt to avoid that happening.
I'm afraid that Force Grey was disbanded at the last council meeting.
Oh.
Fuck.
Language. I would not poke my nose in right now. That's all I do. We have reason to believe that the council members that were specifically pushing to disband Force Grey might be involved in some of this as part of a greater, the greater plot to sow chaos in the city.
Yep.
Yep.
It would make sense. With Force Grey disbanded, it severely weakens our defenses. They are not a force we call upon frequently, but they are a very powerful force that we call upon when something large is happening.
I suppose it's too late to call them all back together and say, just kidding, you're reinstated?
Unfortunately, we cannot do that. I have reached out to them as individuals, and I believe I may be able to request their assistance should things get extremely dire. In the meantime, I request and require of you that you continue your investigations and report back to me as you find more information. If you require anything, please put in a request with Pygerian's Palace, and we shall ensure that you are given what you need. You are not to speak of this to anyone else.
So speaking of just sort of, yes, understood, absolutely, for sure. I kind of slowly turn and look toward Dimble.
So, yeah, I have a question about
a loose end.
This one has knowledge of their inner workings. He was somewhat working for them for a while. There may be things that can be extracted from him that would be better done by more skilled hands than ours. Not that I wish him harm.
Yeah, we're not in Zone of Truth anymore.
I shall thank you. I shall take him to the I shall have him taken to the Harpers and ask them to question him. They're quite capable of extracting all kinds of information from people.
And I apologize for asking the indelicate question, but are we going to get paid for reporting for you now?
Of course. Once you're in the employ of the city, we shall ensure that our people are taken care of.
That's
What
good to
is your
hear.
going rate?
That would require us to have a going rate.
We're sort of new to this.
Well, yeah, we've
She
only been
raises an eyebrow.
we've only been working on this for about 20. This is day 23. We've been working on contingency with Cassandra before.
Very well. Let me know when you have when you've decided upon your daily rate. Let our accountants know, and you shall be paid. They will negotiate with you as required.
Okay.
Oh shit! I'm gonna regret this. But Hal pipes up and he says, "I'll waive my fee in exchange for his pardon." And I point to Dimble.
She looks a little bit flummoxed, to be honest, and she says, "He is family of yours?"
As close as he can get. He's a fool, but it was a mistake.
Until we have extracted the information from him, I cannot guarantee you a pardon. If he is a traitor to Waterdeep, there is a limit to what I can and will pardon. But I do promise to keep it in mind. And in the meantime, you shall receive your daily fee. We will.
Can you guarantee me nothing worse than exile?
I cannot make any guarantees without knowing what his crimes are.
I'm actually just being a nope. No.
I promise you this, Hal. Before he is sentenced, you will have a chance to make a case in his favor.
Agreed.
She shall be heard.
Okay.
I look forward to hearing more from you. We will provide you with what information we learn as well.
All right. And just checking, do we then kind of have, I'm not going to say, above the law, that would be ridiculous, but like, are we a little more free pass to roam around the city and get in places we probably shouldn't?
If you can consider yourselves working for the city, if you need entrance into anywhere, just let me know, and I shall ensure that access is provided to you.
All right. There may be a chance that we leave the city for further investigations. Looking into the people in Waterdeep as well. Is that all fine?
Do what you need to do. You have proven yourselves to be more than adequate investigators without any input from me. I trust you shall continue to make decisions that will lead you in a forward manner.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you. And thank you for seeing us.
I thank you for coming to me with this information. Cassandra, you shall oversee them as you have been. And Cassandra nods and says, "Yes, my lady," and kind of gives a curtsy. And Lady Silverhand leaves the room. And when she leaves, the room just sort of like feels empty suddenly.
She's so cool. I've never met her before.
Mhm.
Cassandra says she's a lot, I'll tell you that.
I know, it's nice. It's so intense. I like it.
We have attempted to secure more protections for you, Miss Cassandra.
I would say I think I shall be fine, but I'm not certain of that, to be honest. I will talk to the staff here about getting some protections around my home. It's a good idea, Hal. Thank you.
I think
Oh,
I think our
boy.
friend compromised your wards, so you'll want to reset them back up.
Yes.
Oh, was Dimble taken away?
Yes. Sorry, I should say. So you guys are having a quick chat, and as you're sort of saying these things, still sitting in the sitting room, a couple of guards come in, and they sort of come in and they do like the attention thing, and they say, "Is this the gnome Dimble?"
Yes.
Very well. Come with us, and they take him and they drag him off, and Dimble kind of like looks, Hal.
Plead your case.
Plead your case. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have so much
Oh
fun.
man.
We'll miss you.
And he actually, like, as he runs out or he's taken out, Hal's just going to be like, "I'll contact an attorney."
Oh,
Has just
God.
the guy in mind.
No.
Yes.
Ugh.
Hal, are you okay?
I should be. And then he's going to cast a look around the room. Is it just us in this room?
Yes, at the moment, yes.
In a hushed tone, he goes, "I don't know if I trust her."
Really?
I don't know. She seemed too accepting of everything we gave her.
I think she had done her own investigations, and we confirmed what she had investigated, and maybe like filled in some blanks that she didn't have.
I mean, this is Lady Silverhand. She's
Mm-hmm.
sort of as close to a god as a person gets. Which is to say, if we can't trust her, we're sort of already beyond. I looked at Turnip again. In trouble.
Yeah. If we can't trust her, who can we trust in this city?
No, you're probably right. Maybe it just she seemed to radiate some sort of oppressing aura.
Magic, Hal. She's very magical.
No, I don't think that was it.
She's probably the most
you
powerful.
Guys are magic, and he points at Cora and Eva, and you. Don't take this the wrong way, but you don't.
I am not that powerful. You've seen me in action. I am not that powerful. You're
very powerful.
I'm not even sure what I am.
Most powerful people.
Yeah, it's even magical. I think she just sort of got all sorts of things going on. I don't know. Thank you. I mean, Hal, I appreciate your vote of confidence, but if I'm like a 2, she's like a actually, if I'm a 7, she's a 20. No, she's power that we couldn't even fathom, that I couldn't even fathom.
Still, perhaps
so
we share our information directly with Miss Cassandra, and then she can decide what goes on.
Yes, I think Cassandra has more than earned our trust by now, and if she hasn't, then again, what are we doing here? I think we need to. Unfortunately, I think we have us 4 and Cassandra that get undying trust. Because if we don't have that, we're. She pauses, trying not to swear. We're in deep trouble. But any outside forces, I think, Hal, you're right to meet them with scrutiny, because if someone as close to you as Dimble can be compromised, then anyone can be compromised.
Above table, you guys probably read into this that like Hal has trust issues now. He's not going to trust like anybody.
Yes, I understand where your anxiety comes from, Hal, but I think we approach cautiously, but I think we need to trust each other. And I think maybe we should set up some sort of safe word so that we can prove that we're each other, if like a sort of code or a question that can be asked or something. All right, so if someone approaches in the night and says they're us, that we can prove it.
No one has a code word.
Hal's just kind of like looking around. Well,
I
something
got
in
one if
mind.
y'all. I got
Oh,
one
you
if
have a
y'all
safe
don't.
word.
What?
Yes, Turnip. What's your safe word?
I was thinking we could the person approaching can say salmon, and like the other person says no bats.
I like that. Although salmon would be your safe word.
I don't know why you're saying that like it's dirty or something. I don't know what you
Well,
mean.
it's not. I'm not saying anything like anything's dirty. Why are you thinking?
A safe word is that a dirty thing? Is that a dirty thing?
Oh my child, so much to teach. Not in this context.
What'd you say?
Oh, Turnip.
Yeah. Shauna, you're lagging a lot.
No.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of robot on your end
Mm.
there.
Okay, moment.
Go on.
Hello. Is it working now?
It seems to
Yep.
be, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yep. All right. We have a group safe word. I've never been more thrilled.
All right. So group safe word is salmon, no bites, or bats if you're Turnip.
At the counter sound would be no bats.
No bats.
Mm.
Well, you know what he means.
No, we all have to say it in that accent.
You can't help it.
I don't know how to do this accent trying that accent. No.
Just listen to Nick do it.
Yeah, go on, Nick. Speak.
Which accent? What? Turnip's
Your
accent.
voice.
I can't
Mine?
do accents on demand. They just happen.
You have to say no
Well.
bats.
No bats.
Salmon, no bats.
Salmon, no bats.
You gotta like
Salmon.
you gotta like make your teeth like buck a little bit. So you get a bit of a whistle. Like
Salmon.
no bats.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do
I
that
feel like
whistle.
once again, Cassandra is watching the group being like, these are the idiots that are gonna save the world. As we're sitting here being like, ew, your safe word. Salmon?
Salmon.
Salmon. It's salmon.
Simon says.
See, I feel like y'all just making fun of me now.
But Turnip, I would never make fun of you. You are a peach. A salmon.
Y'all can start saying it now. This ain't no secret or nothing.
I gotta keep it in mind. I'm very forgetful. I mean, also, I feel like the fact that Eva can speak in our minds is pretty telling of who she is. I've never met anyone else that can just sort of like put a psychic group chat up.
Talking of which,
it's a psychic WhatsApp.
Talking of which, Cassandra, could you maybe help me investigate what the fuck I am?
She does. Oh, she would have seen you as an angel yesterday. Or 2 days ago for the first time. Ooh, that's exciting.
So as you guys are making plans,
I asked Cassandra a question.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to Cora.
No.
Yes. So Cora is nope. Cassandra looks at you, Eva, and says, "I have some suspicions, but yes, I would be happy to investigate with you. I think I will need some of my books back home.
Okay.
Eva, I know you're very private, so if you don't want people involved in this, I respect it. But can I sit in on this? I'm so nosy.
We'll see.
All right. I'll respect it if you say no. Just please don't.
And so the group heads back to Cassandra's house. And you, at this point, the house, Turnip has done a really good job of getting the house sort of fixed back up. Cassandra stops off at Pygerian Palace to speak with some of the staff there, and it's not long before there is a team of mages that come over and place some wards around the house, which sort of limits your conversation. Eva, Cassandra is more than happy to help you, but it will probably have to wait until a little bit
Sure.
later.
Yep, sure.
As you know, they're getting things sorted out here, and she doesn't want to do that in the public
Mhm.
eye. And I guess you guys have a chance to sit around as a group and discuss what your next steps are. You've been given some pretty powerful. You've got a pretty powerful ally at this point. You're now employed by the city of Waterdeep, and you have access to places you didn't have access to before. So this does open up some doors for you. But you've got, as I said, there's Waterdeep, there's Baldur's Gate, there's visiting one of these other planes, or again, something else that I'm missing that you guys might be interested in pursuing. So I guess you sit around the kitchen table once all the contractors have left. Cassandra has her unseen servant pour some tea, and she says, "Right, where do we go from here?"
I mean, first things first.
Useful.
What's a fair rate to ask for pay? I don't know what you ask the Lady Silverhand, what to pay you.
I don't have a clue.
Cassandra, do you have any? I mean, what? I don't want to go in there and be like, give us 500 gold. That'd be insane. But also, I don't want to be like, hey, give us 5 copper and call it a day.
Well, if it's a daily rate, when you think about travel time and all that kind of thing, you can make a decent amount of money on even something like 5 gold a day.
I mean, yeah, that's more than I make now.
Try for 10 maybe, and if they negotiate us down, they negotiate us down.
I'm all right with that. Yeah, aim high, and if we walk in there, they're like, yeah, sure, then.
Yeah, then amazing.
With 10 gold a day, that's 100 gold a 10 day. Oh my god.
I mean, I would probably know what the going rate for like a mercenary would be, so he'd probably like take that and scale it up a little bit, considering we're working directly for the city. He'd have a probably more accurate idea of what they might be willing to pay.
So a mercenary would count as skilled labor, which is 2 GP a day.
So I think 5 would probably be, because you don't want to
Over
go in and ask too much. Yeah, especially
I think 5 is fine, because even that's 50 gold a 10 day. That's more than most people see in a year.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I have the most.
Sort of steps in and says, "I would like to suggest that it is 5 GP a day and negotiate a danger cost for days in which there is combat or dangers that you are facing."
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, if we're fighting down elementals or red wizards or whatever the horrifying shit they throw at us, stuff they throw at us. Okay, that sounds good. Now on to the actual. Where are we going from here? I have my thoughts, but I'd like to hear everyone else's as well.
I never been to Baldur's Gate. I heard it's pretty nice this time of year too.
That was where we had the name, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, Rimzu Makimro. Yep, that name.
Yeah, that guy.
RM.
Okay.
Yes, because if they're the counterpart to Rage Chaser, then they're pulling a lot of strings, and it would, there's a lot to be gleaned from them. There is an army gathering. It's somewhere in a plain, and I think that would be stupid to wander blindly into. But if that's what we want to do, then I'm not going to leave you alone.
In fairness, we don't really have a way to get there without access to Dimble.
I beg to differ.
No, we need access to Dimble to know where to go.
Flames forever, sure, but
and
we don't
just
have
hop
a
around
way to
until we
scry
find.
on it.
Yes, that's true. Well, yes, okay. So for now, Baldur's Gate. I mean, Baldur's Gate is nice. There's nice areas for sure.
I assume we'll hopefully get contact with someone senior at Baldur's Gate to, liaise with, because I don't know how we investigate if we don't know anything in the city. I've never been there. I don't know shit.
I've been there for.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
We'll go there and I'll take my ring off. Sooner or later, somebody will scry on us and attack us, and that's a lead.
I mean, fair enough. Because, yeah, that's true. Rage Chaser was killed and someone was still scrying on... I mean, not us, but on Dimble. So they have our faces. I mean, I know a few people in Baldur's Gate, but no one really of import.
I mean, is them the Patches people involved?
Right, I keep forgetting about those motherfuckers. What about Doomfist? Do we have to deal with him? I'm sorry, I'll never be. If I get killed by someone named Doomfist, I'm coming back from the dead. Surely because I will not be killed by someone named Doomfist. Do we have to deal with them? We snitched on them to the city, but I feel like the city probably already knew they were shady as hell.
I also don't think, whilst we could probably take them in martial combat, I don't think we have the authority to
they just
wipe
storm
out a
a
family
house
in the
and
city.
start slaughtering people. Yeah, like if they start something, then we can finish it. But as of now, they have not openly attacked us in a way.
What are the stand your ground laws in Waterdeep? Just real quick.
There is a code legal.
I think you're allowed to defend yourself, right? Well, so what if we just taunt them a lot? Like, what if I just every 10 minutes send a sending to what's her face and just say, "Hey, your hair is stupid and your family's gonna die," and see if they come after us. I could just wake her up every night in the middle of the night, just send her a sending. Bitch.
I'm gonna put the Waterdeep code legal in the Discord chat.
So that
it's also on the on the game as well.
Oh, did I put it in the game already? Awesome! I'm so smart.
Yep, past Kirsty. I had this plan in mind.
Wait, there's crimes against gods. Oh my god, can I become a priest so that assaulting me is illegal? I mean, assault is already illegal, but like super illegal. That's it. I'm going to become a priest.
Yeah, no, I think the problem is that we are still just regular citizens, and I suspect they are nobles. So most of the punishment for that is death. So
we don't. That's a good idea. So we don't mess with them Patches people.
No.
I know. I'm just worried that they're going to try to keep messing with us.
Well, we're gonna be in Baldur's Gate. It's gonna take a while.
Yes, I just worry that they probably have. I mean, Eva, you might know. Do they have influence in Baldur's Gate? I know the two cities are not super connected, but
they probably have trading partners down there, but I don't think they have a huge amount of influence. The seat of their power is here.
And
the message is gonna take a while too.
Yes, I hope we would be getting teleported to Baldur's Gate. It's a long walk, and I don't want to do it right now. I've done it before.
I thought we was gonna sail down the coast. I was kind of looking forward to that.
Oh, that could be nice. Full, in the name of group honesty, I probably shouldn't return to El Terrell. for a bit. So if we can sail by the coast and teleport there, that would be the best move.
I mean, teleporting would certainly be ideal. Save us some time on this. We don't want to give them any more of a head start than they already have.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, Miss Cassandra, can you do that?
Teleporting? I can. That is one of the player-friendly spells that I was given by the DM. So yes, that is absolutely a possibility. I'm
Okay,
familiar
good.
with Baldur's Gate, so I don't think there should be any problem getting you there.
Okay. We'll need like a contact or like a letter of introduction to get us under the table while we're there.
We're also just allowed to go there as people. It's an open city. I feel
can
like the
talk
less people that know
to-
we're investigating things, the better, right? Because we don't know who's already been corrupted there.
Well, so here's the thing. I can talk to the people at Pyzerian Palace and get you an introduction on Baldur's Gate. So you could go in as mercenaries, you could go in as nobles. We could have you go in
Ooh, I like the idea of going in as a noble. That's fun.
whatever you feel would be most helpful.
I
Obviously,
do
as a tourist, you won't
see.
have kinds of access. So going in as nobles, or at least one of you as a noble and the rest as a retinue, there are definitely some options to give you higher contacts in
Some level
Baldur's
of
Gate.
diplomat, perhaps.
Yes, I would be concerned about going in as mercenaries because if people are immediately drawn to attention that we're investigating, then it's just one more barrier that I think we shouldn't place in front. I mean, they might already know, right? Because Rage Chaser was in contact with RM, and so it might have been like, "Hey, there's this group of people that are following me and making my life difficult. Oh, I've been killed by them." So he might already know who we are. They, I don't know, might already know who we are. But the less people that I'm rambling because I'm nervous as hell. But yes, I would be scared to have more eyes on us. So maybe the noble route so that some doors are open. But
A noble
not.
or a merchant. Either one of those could work.
Ooh, what do we sell it?
Potentially a diplomat, although we'd have to come up with where you're from.
I mean, here? Is that how that works?
How about we sell fish?
Salmon. Salmon.
I think we should go with the route that's going to open the most doors unsuspectingly. So I think merchant or noble's the way to go. Maybe
Lean towards noble. Lean towards noble as well.
I'm leaning towards noble because that's so fun. Who's going to be the noble? Oh, I feel like Turnip's so good at it.
Obviously.
Isn't being like a noble gonna like blow our cover? Because people is gonna think fancy people coming off the boat.
Well, maybe we might teleport in Turnip. Unfortunately, I know you want to take a boat, but
All right, we don't that. But even so, like if they saying we nobles and stuff, then what's even our story?
we're nobles on just traveling. We're setting up relations in another city because we want to, be diplomatic and make friends. We're looking into potential trade partners here for our noble shit. I don't know.
I like my fish. I like my fish thing. We just go under. We just a little bit more hidden. We doing the fish thing. And please please stop saying salmon. Like I say, you don't gotta say it like I try to say it. I know how I sound.
Oh, we love the way you sound.
Okay, you don't gotta say salmon like that. Just say it normally, like you usually do.
I don't know how I say it.
The word is absolutely
It's
ruined for me
salmon.
now.
It's a fish. Y'all used salmon before. You don't gotta say it like that. See, now I really think you're making fun of me.
The word is ruined for me now. I can't hear it any other way.
Turnip, we
fair-
think
I'm
you're
gonna
quite
let-
charming. I would never
Turnip,
make
You know what?
I
I'm just gonna. You know what? Hey, Tuck, come here. Hey, Tuck, where you at? Y'all can decide whatever. I don't care anymore.
No, Turnip.
Tuck
On
says,
the
"You
one
want
hand,
you want to go salmon fishing?"
Jeez.
Well, man, it's the ocean. Man, Waterdeep's from down the ocean. We ain't got no goddamn rivers. We gonna get like we just gotta get like bass, sea bass.
So you go
Alright,
for
let's
sea
go
run
catch us
trout.
some sea bass. I haven't been fishing in yonks.
Let's go. I bought a new rod, by the way. Then Daggerford. Yeah, I've been at Daggerford. First time. Daggerford, yeah, it's getting nice ash wood. I ain't catching nothing, but that's pretty nice.
So you gotta go back. If you ain't caught nothing, then you ain't really been to Daggerford.
Yeah, hey, let's go. He's trying to make fun of us Yokun folk.
No, we're not making fun of you.
I can tell we ain't welcome.
Turnip.
I'm walking up the door
How-
with Tucker.
Yep, Tucker
How
heads
will-
out with you.
I will turn to Cora and even just say, he may have a point about the merchant route. It may open some doors to nobles looking to establish trade partners, but I don't know. We want to draw a certain amount of attention, but obviously not too much. Somebody in the city will recognize us eventually.
Yes. And especially, I mean, it won't take long for us to poke our nose into things for them to start poking back. And whoever was scrying on us, so well, I guess because we can't be scryed upon. So if they scryed upon Tucker, would they have just seen him in an empty ship?
I think they would have just seen Dimble. Yeah, I don't think they'd have seen us at all.
Sorry, yes, Timble. Okay, I mean, but still, I mean, I would like to operate off of the assumption that everyone knows much more than we do, and it's probably safer that way.
Agreed. I'm leaning towards like we might get more if we go along the noble side, like noble house seeking to establish trade routes, more than just
I also just want
we
to see
sell
Tucker
object.
Turnip play a noble.
I mean, it was hilarious when he was doing the when he was getting the fabric stuff.
Oh my god, that was phenomenal. I mean, he'd have to do it a bit more seriously, I suppose, but he's done it. He's quite good at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a vote. I think Turnip, your vote was for going, becoming a merchant.
Yeah.
So what is Hal's vote?
Noble, I think, is going to be easier for us to pull off. We don't have the capital to fake a big merchant enterprise, I don't think.
Cora?
Oh, sorry. I think your mic cut out. I heard a syllable, and then, yeah, I vote the noble route. I think it's going to be. It's our best bet. It opens the most doors without drawing the most suspicion, and honestly, it's going to be really fun. And I think that I need that so I don't lose my mind.
Same.
Okay, and Eva, also noble.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so Cassandra will set you up. She will go to Pygerian Palace and she will set you up with the identity of a noble. You will be a noble from Waterdeep who is establishing a house in Baldur's Gate as well, sort of just a place to travel to. And she will arrange with some of her contacts in Baldur's Gate for you to attend some soirees and whatnot as an opportunity to hobnob with some nobles. And then you just need to let her know if there is. Cassandra has a decent amount of contacts she runs in those circles. So if there's any particular event that you want to attend or anything like that, you just need to let her know and she will arrange through her contacts for you to get an invitation.
Oh my god, we have to go to a party. I want to go to a soiree.
My next question is, how will you guys be traveling to Baldur's Gate? Again, Cassandra can send you via teleport, or you can take a ship, you can walk, you can take animals. What is your preference?
I think teleport is our best bet. We
Yeah,
want
it's like the walk was like 45 days or something like that. It's like a month.
yeah, but they could already have completed their plan by the time we walk there.
Yeah, we could be just walking down the trade route and then suddenly there's stains everywhere and we're all fucked.
Counter argument: 5 gold a day.
You know, true.
Counter argument: no one to pay us those 5 gold a day if this whole city has fallen by the time we get to the other end.
Or can we set up an auto deposit so that I do, Hal, I love the way you think. What's teleported most of the way? No, I do think that unfortunately being teleported in is probably the best route, but I do like that 5 gold a day. But
Okay. So she will
do we
arrange.
get paid up front at all, or is it just like go have fun and we get back pay when we come back?
You will get back paid when you get back.
Okay, we should probably negotiate some sort of coffers so that when we claim to be nobles, but we're like, oh, sorry, we have to have the cheap meals because we actually only have a handful of gold each. So we should negotiate a sort of.
There will definitely be a stipend for you guys to partake in a noble lifestyle while you are enacting this plan. Cassandra will just set it all up for you. We'll just kind of like hand wave that.
Sure. Okay, sounds great. So we don't abuse our power, but live like nobility for a bit while we investigate. I think this is a good plan. We need Turnip to agree to it though, because he's going to be presumably playing our noble. He's
probably best if
really
we're
quite
deserting you.
thespian.
Yeah.
I'll go find him. I need to apologize to him. I'll go find him.
Okay. So you head on out. Where are you and Tuck fishing? Have you guys gone to like the coast and you're fishing off into the sea, or have you got like a little?
Where's Cassandra? Oh man, Cassandra's home. I thought it was closer to the coastline. We would have. I mean, as far as the conversation's concerned, we probably just like down the street, like 2 blocks down, maybe. Like maybe here. At this point,
there's probably like sort of like these are fancy estates. There's probably actually some like stocked lakes in this area for nobles to go fishing. So you can absolutely find somewhere nearby to fish.
okay. But if that's the case, then yeah, we'll just go to the nearest one.
Yeah. So Tucker takes you. He's like, I found a new fishing hole. Come on over this way, and he takes you to one that's like a little bit secluded, and it's got a decent amount of some nice fish. He says, "We'll catch us something nice for dinner."
Get us a nice tilapia for dinner. That's good eating, boy.
That is good eating. Fishing very long when you are approached by
set up
Cora.
the poles and everything.
Yeah.
Feet just both our feet are just dangling off the docks, and we just pant legs rolled up.
Just sitting enjoying the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, they look so peaceful.
Just chit-chatting together.
I don't want to interrupt you for long. I have just 2 things. One is that the plan is that if you're all right with it, are you okay with playing a noble when we go to Waterdeep? I know it's not ideal, but it opens a lot of doors, and you're very good at it.
Hey, Tuck, let me tell you something. I've been doing a lot of that acting thing you've been trying to do. It is exhausting. It is tiring as all hell.
No one explains how much hard work it is. Acting is much harder than people think.
It's a lot of it's a lot of requires a lot of brain power.
Sure does. Yeah,
yes,
think
sir.
on the spot.
That's why we need you to do it. You're so good at it. The rest of us, not quite.
What's that word when you go off the script? That it improves. Yeah, that word. That's a lot. You gotta do a lot of that. You gotta do a lot of that crap. Yes, sir. All right, fine. I'll do it.
All right. Well, on the plus side, they're going to let us live like nobles for a bit, so it could be fun.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds just great. We're gonna live like a highfalutin, uptight, tight clothes, tight everything, bad food, unseasoned.
Well, Well, yeah, maybe we'll try to make the most of it.
Can I
I
use my
also
damn hands to eat?
well, if you go to those certain places where they've got like tapas, you can eat with your hands, right? You could do that.
Is Lady Cassandra going with you guys to Baldur's Gate?
I don't think so. I think she's going to stay here and manage things and make sure that we're set up. Tucker, sorry, we're not that familiar.
It's all
You
right. You can call me Tuck.
should. All right, thank you. You should probably stay pretty close to her. I think your presence is a comfort, and she's going to need that. She's been through a lot.
I'll make sure she's safe. Miss Cassandra's a nice lady.
She's a wonderful lady, and I appreciate all of that you have done to keep her safe.
He just sort of like nods and goes back to his fishing. So suddenly his fishing pole seems really interesting. There's something going on.
Excellent.
The tension on it.
And Turnip, I'll leave you to your fishing in a moment. I just also, I want to apologize for a number of things. Really just sort of a lot of things. For it was not my intention to make fun of you, but if you felt insulted, it doesn't matter what my intention was, and so I apologize. You are most welcome in any circle that we are in. You are a delight, and your accent is very charming, and I apologize if you thought we were making fun of it.
She called you a delight.
He is a delight.
I'm gonna lean in towards Big Tuck. What do you think? Yeah, no? I mean, yes.
She seems pretty sincere, I gotta say that. She
Yeah.
did call you a delight, which is delightful.
Yeah, but she's kind of like she's still kind of like 8 years old, man. She only plays. Sometimes she's trying to play too much. You know what I'm saying? She's like a grown ass woman. I think she's older than us.
He is a little bit well, maybe she just needs a good example. I think some of these city folk, they had good people around them the way that we did growing up in the village. You know, good parents, good examples of how to live your life right. I
Yeah,
mean, can you imagine
these
growing up
city
around
folk.
this city where all these people are all so crazy all the time?
Yeah, I gotta be honest. These city folk, man, they be like a little bit loopy, man. They's everybody's so like pent up and all that. What do you think? I look up to nothing. Yeah, I guess I see your point. No. All right. So what is that? What is that? Tuck? Yeah. Me? No. Yeah. All right. That's 3 yeses. All right. I'm gonna turn back around.
I'll just settle on apologizing for that. I know I had a lot more. Listen, I promise I will show some more restraint in the casting of spells. I can't promise I will be on my best behavior, but I will make an attempt to meet you halfway.
All right. You're forgiven. Water under the bridge.
All right. Have fun fishing. Be safe. See you both later.
Yeah, I'll bring
bring
back
in
some dinner.
dinner.
I'll try to bring back some dinner.
All right. I'll scurry back to the group.
And this is probably a good place for us to save our game. So a little bit later on in the day, Turnip, should we do a survival check and see if you get any fish?
Oh, come on.
You can roll with
Mira,
advantage because
me
you're
and
in a
Tuck.
soft pond.
Me
and you
and
got
Tuck. All right.
DC 10.
Yeah.
There we go. Jesus.
They're not the biggest fish, but you managed to catch enough for dinner.
Yeah.
And we should have a fishing rod proficiency for you so that you're adding your proficiency bonus to your survival checks. Because role play fishing all the time. So in the
Yeah, he
future, I just
fishes
realized
farms. He grew up by a giant river.
exactly. So give yourself a fishing proficiency, and when you do your survival check on fishing,
Proficiency.
proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have a nice fish dinner together. It's prepared by an unseen servant,
Now what
And
you gonna do? What you gonna do? I headed off to the go. What you wanna do? You want to bread it with like some flour, and you want to put in a lot of oil, a lot of hot oil.
the unseen servant like does exactly your directions. Like as you tell it
You
what to
fry it up
do,
real good.
it fries it up real good. It breads it. Uh, Yeah, so we will start off next session next week with you guys teleporting over to
Uh,
Baldur's Gate.
Not next week, I don't think, because I think that's
I'm not
one that.
okay.
Yes.
Right. Not next week.
No.
The 28th.
Yes,
Ugh.
indeed.
Would the rest of you or any of you be interested in doing a one-shot next Saturday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably do that. Yeah.
I will. Preferences: D&D, Call of Cthulhu, other system.
No preference here.
I'll put my vote for a non-D&D, just to switch it
Something.
up, just to
Yeah,
change it
something
up a
not
little.
D&D. I don't know if I really want to do Call of Cthulhu, but something non-D&D.
Something non-D&D. Okay, I will
Yeah.
come up with something non-D&D for next week.
Okay.
And
I
we
might
will.
have something actually.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I've got the one shot. Anybody interested in trying the Discworld setting?
Hell
Oh
yeah.
yes.
It's
I don't know
very
I don't know what that
rules
is.
light. You basically it's pre-gen characters because it's just a one shot that I have. But yeah, I can send that off to Kirsty if she wants to try and run that.
Yeah.
I
Unless
haven't
you want
read
to run
through
it.
it, so I don't know. I
Yeah,
haven't read
unless
through
you
it,
want
so
to
I
run
don't
it.
know anything about it. But
Unless you want to run it, Chris.
oh man, I don't know if I'm a good enough DM for that for a live.
I'm
Chris,
sure
you
you
were a
are.
great
game?
DM.
Jeez.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you can do
Yeah,
it.
I'll give a read. I'll give a read through. It is probably going to be pretty boring to watch though, because I don't believe there's any like maps or anything. It's very
We
theater
probably
of the
won't
mind.
stream it. Probably won't stream it. We'll just
Cool.
have a chill out session with just us.
Perfect. Yeah, I can probably run that.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Chris.
No problem.
Okay, well, fuck, I'll call in from the wedding.
And
You absolutely should.
I'll send
I
the
wish.
characters out sometime this weekend, so you guys can pick who you want to play.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm a big fan of the Discworld setting, so I'm hella looking forward to this.
I knew
Yeah,
you were,
that'll
and I
be
was like, it'd probably be an easy sell.
Mm.
It's rules
Actually-
light, so you don't have to learn much.
One small thing. This is regarding our current campaign.
Yeah.
Any chance I can get a pole of Angelin?
Full of Angelum?
Yeah, the pole of Angelin from Xanathar's Guide. It's a wondrous item, common.
Hang on, Googling it now. Well, compendium it now.
Mm.
Full of...
Oh, pull of angling.
Oh. Angelum. I'm like, what the hell is that? Yes, of course.
A pole of angeling is what we get Eva on for her backup career.
Yes, absolutely. Do you want it to appear in game? It's going to appear in game.
Yeah, I'll put that down on on a buy list. It's like, can you get me this, Miss Chandler? Can you buy me this?
That's
Am I gonna have to
that's
play a stupid
appear-
noble? I want to fish.
That's going to appear as loot.
Oh my god, that's so fun. We're gonna have
That's
to kill
cool.
a random fisher to get this for him.
And yeah, just before we wrap up, I think that night Hal's gonna have Cassandra send a crane to Ethan Dawson requesting his
Hell yes.
his work in Waterdeep. See if we can get him out here to represent Dimble.
Oh my god,
And,
absolutely incredible.
He's also going to push for a day in the city before we leave because there's some things he wants to check in on and get done before we jump
Yeah.
out of city
If-
again.
Yeah,
if
for
we
sure.
have time before we leave, Eva would like to spend some research time with Cassandra as well, see if she can get any info about her.
That
Oh
gives us
right,
some
we want to figure out your angel psychic shit.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. So we will start off in 2 weeks' time with some time in Waterdeep. We
Mhm.
will do a little bit of research into Eva's character. It sounds like get Ethan Dawson, Mr. Lawson, in town, and
So I can kill him.
other things. Other things that Hal wants to wrap up, and then Cora and Turnip, if there's some things that you want to take care of in Waterdeep as well, have a think and see what you would like your characters to do, and I'll try and give everyone a spotlight. And then we will shift on over to Baldur's Gate and continue on with our investigations there. And in the meantime, next week we will be playing. No, are we still streaming? We will be playing.
We're still live. Yep. Yes.
So apologies to anyone who might be watching. I don't know if we have anyone watching us right now, but we won't be streaming next week. We'll be streaming the next following week. We will meet and get together and just play a casual low-key game of Discworld, which I'm super stoked for.
Yeah, same. And thank you for the subscription, Kirsty. It's appreciated.
Oh yes, I
It's a
had a
start.
Prime one. I was like, oh, I can do something with this.
Yay! Thank you. That's cool. Right. We'll close the stream there then.
Yeah, we'll wrap things up.
Okay.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you, everyone, and goodbye.